that cool? Like, you know, when you're just right now, pump it up, man. He's up another 100. Okay, get ready, Dino. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Hey, everybody. Can everybody hear me? How's it going? It's Wednesday, August 3rd. I want to make sure my mic is on. I want to make sure there was that time when Vibes and I weren't even live. And there was another time when my mic was off for 10 minutes straight. And I said some golden stuff in there. I can't even remember what I said, but I don't want to do that again because I got a big time moment for one of my good friends here on the, you know, in the VV verse. Now, you know, we've been talking a lot about Boba Fett's and Vader's and, you know, Walt's and, like, you know, all the big grails too, you know. But, you know, we got to talk about the partner statue because we got somebody in our group here now who's just acquired one, and you may have just been watching his live stream. I was there. I'm super stoked. So I want to bring in our main man, Dino. Here he is. Oh, you got to connect your mic, Dino. Is there something wrong with your mic? There he is, you guys. Oh my God, this guy right here, this madman, this awesome madman. Just what did you do? Okay, you got to tell us what. I'm not going to tell anybody. You got to tell us what did you do? What did you do?
Bought a Toby, man. Toby Secret.
You Toby Secret Rare? You finally got one?
Finally, dude. No, dude, I just picked up a Partners this morning, just like an hour ago.
A Partners. Did you guys hear that? Dino just grabbed a Partners. What did you get it at?
I actually just picked it up at 5.3K, baby.
5.3.
Yeah, baby. Dude, I'm pumped, dude. People are panicking, dude, in this market. Like,
oh God. I'm just gonna end the stream. That's it. Nothing else to say, everybody. I think that says it all. Wow, man, that's crazy. So, like, I know you were just you told the story on your stream because I was just watching it. But in case anyone hasn't seen it, do you mind telling just like how you saw it? Like what happened? I mean, because, you know, maybe you're planning it for a week or two. I know I mean, I don't own one. I've always wanted one. I know you've talked about it, right? I mean, it was up to what, 40 or 50K at one point too. So what happened? What happened here? What made you get this one?
Yeah, I've been watching it for, I mean, I actually personally, like, if Walt was like a, you know, whatever, a 50K mint run, you know, like, you know, 100,000 mints and it was $100, I would have bought one a long time ago. Cause I personally really love Walt Disney, like fascinated by Disneyland. It is FA Mickey, which, you know, that's not I mean, personally, it's not a big deal, but, you know, investing wise, it's a big deal. And I've always been fascinated by Walt Disney. I love his life story. And yeah, I've been watching it for a long time. I do firmly believe that a couple things make me interested in it. Number one, most people compare to Walt, which to me is a big deal because it gets talked about a lot. And so when you get compared to something, it usually means it's greater than, you know. And the other thing that I'm really interested in is I think that if Disney did add utility, if they did, that would be the piece they did it for. Like,
big time.
If they did. Obviously, it's a big if, right? It's all speculation, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, you and I have talked a ton about that. And I think we're in the same boat, right, of agreement. But if they did, that's the piece. And to me, I would love to own the measuring stick of the app. You know, like, why go with something else when I can own it, you know? And so I've been watching it for a long time. My plan was to buy AF-15 announcement day, actually.
Oh, okay. That would have been, that's a good strategy, possibly.
My plan was to buy that day. Yeah. But I knew the
later that day.
But I knew the price point I was interested in was in the fives. Like, I actually really wanted 5.5K. That's like what I wanted in my head. And I
Yeah.
don't usually set price points, but I know that's kind of the bottom, you know, for him a little bit, like his recent bottom for a long time. And I saw it this morning. I was watching it. I saw these 8 guys fighting on the floor, kept undercutting each other. I've been watching
Yeah.
it for a couple days. They've been fighting each other, trying to get buys.
Sure.
And I saw a guy listed 5.3, and I just bought it. I was like, well, actually, I did wait. I actually waited about 4 minutes. I clicked buy, right? And I just gave myself a minute to think. I sat there and I said, okay, what do I think about this? Is this a good buy? Do you know, like, why are you doing this? And then I actually reserved it a second time. And I just thought again, I was like, okay. And then I sometimes we get too greedy, and
Yeah.
we think we're going to get it a lower. I'll get it $200 lower. I'll get it in the 4s, and then I'll be better than everyone else because I bought it in the 4s, you know? And
Yeah.
those thoughts come to your head. And I just realized, I'm like, I am okay holding this piece until I think it will be a lot higher. Could it go into the 4s currently? Yes. So,
Yeah.
but I'm really happy with the price point. And that was kind of my whole logic behind it.
Yeah, man, that completely makes sense to me for sure. If I had the gems to do it right now, I would buy one instantly. Like, I would buy one instantly, and that's over a few other things too. Like, that's over, some of the secret rare comics that I want. I mean, they're like a right around that. There's a couple at that level that I desperately want, but I
Yeah.
would secure that. If I could somehow secure that statue, I would totally secure it. Like, but I just haven't been able to. I've made a few runs at it in the past, but nowhere near where I could get anywhere close. My run stopped, 10 minutes after it started. I was like, oh, forget it, right? So this is crazy. Let's take a look at where he's at right now in the market. Check this out. 54. So you've already made 200 gems, Dino. Sell.
It won't even get past the selfie. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I think it could go lower for sure. But this is one of those pieces that flexes up and down, at this point. Like, it was 7K 2 days ago, and
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, don't FOMO, like, you're gonna have your time. And I just decided to take it today.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So you had the gems all saved up for this bad boy. Hey, I mean, and other ones too. Like, you've been
Yeah.
pretty liquid with this opportunity right now, right? With what's going on in the market. So did you have other
Yeah.
stuff that you were looking at too that you were thinking about, like, but before you saw the partners go at this level? Because I mean, you're right. A couple days ago he was up a bit higher, and now he's come down here. So this is this is fantastic for you. But did you
Yeah.
have any other things that you were looking at in this level, at this higher level?
Maybe not in the 5K, other than maybe, AF-15, right?
Yeah, sure,
And then maybe
sure.
some things that are a little bit lower that I probably won't share just because I'm still watching them.
You're still
But
watching them. Oh,
I
you
encourage
would.
you all to do your own
You,
research and figure out what you like and what you think is good,
yeah.
and I'll tell you this, it's not Squirrel Girl #1 probably. But I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, Dino, come on now. Come on now. You could have imagine how many buzzes you could have bought for that 5. You could have probably bought all of them that are like that are actually for sale. And because there's a bunch unsold.
When people are pre-asking for utility on that because an airdrop, because I'm like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, please give us the airdrop. The only thing I'll say about those 3 sets we've gotten, the Vader, the Boba, the Buzz, is that there's no secret rare on those. And we saw what happened with the dinosaurs.
Yep.
Maybe one day way down the line, who knows, maybe you own all 3 of those. Maybe you get something. And maybe they drop you the secret rare, but you probably have to own more or something. Maybe they would combine it with others, and like, who knows, right? I don't know, but like, they're just kind of sitting there, right, with those little, with not all the rarities, because it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I know you bought a big comic too. Do you want to share what you did? That was a day or two ago. That was also absolutely massive and beautiful right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely maybe was a little early on that too, but for me, it was at its all-time low that we've
Yep.
seen in the market even since drop day. I've talked to people that bought it on drop day for more money than I paid.
Yeah.
I think one did get listed below mine afterwards, and then it got bought up. I was able to snag a 4-digit secret rare Fantastic Four #5 on the floor the other day.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm just
so
going to that one right now. I know, I'm just going to that one right now because we talked about it, because you were really jacked about it. You were almost as jacked as I was. Yeah, look at that. So I bought mine at 1750, so it's actually come back a little bit, from where did you get yours at?
I got mine right at the floor price currently. So the only reason
right
I was
around this price here,
yeah, it was the 4-digit on the floor, and those like the nearest 4-digit is like another $400 above, and it's just more rare on that piece, and that was its current bottom that we've ever seen, and I think it's going to have a great future, right? I mean, more than anyone, right? Its future in the MCU, so.
Oh, I mean, it's a monster. It's an absolute monster. But this bad boy right here, we can just look at him all day. Look at him.
Let's
Look
go,
at him.
baby.
And you own him now. Look, Froakomi. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Hey, Mycollectables, just wanted to say hi. Great live stream, brother. Great to see Dino on here today. I know, Dino, you're doing so awesome. And thanks, Froakomi. I really, really appreciate that. That's super nice of you right there. I've been following all your tweets, man. You've been putting out a lot of really fun stuff, too. So everybody follow Froakomi on Twitter. It's super great tweets. But look at this. Look at this guy. I can just look at him all day. Look at this. I don't own one, everybody. Like, this is one of the things. Like, there's certain ones that I really would love to get to one day. And you got it now, man. It's so awesome. So what are you going to do now for the rest of your day? I mean, like, you're kind of set in Vivi now. You don't even have to buy anything else. You could just sit on this and then.
Dude, is that kind of funny that I had that thought too? Like, I'm like, I got the piece that I wanted. Like, there's some other ones that I want, sure, but I'm like, I got one of the top tier ones. I'm like, I could just take a break. I'm like,
well, it's true. Like, so think about this, right? So what was he at his all-time high? And I don't know when that would happen again, but what's that?
He was in the 50s.
Yeah, he was in the 50s. Okay, so let's say he gets there again someday, like maybe in a year from now or whatever, right? Like after our next bull run. I know you just had Kyle on, right? So on your live stream, that was really good, guys. If you don't follow Kyle, go follow him as well, because if you're just watching Dino's stream, they were talking about this. And I know, and I don't want to like speak for Kyle, but he was saying in your stream that he's not even looking at this bear market. He's thinking about the next bull run. And this is how I'm thinking and how a lot of people are thinking who are buying right now. But so let's just say this is the only thing that you own, okay, in Vivi, and he goes up to like, I don't know, 30, 40K again, then you sell him and then you cash out. Done. Like, I mean, you will probably do better on this particular purchase than most people will do buying, selling, flipping for like the next year and a half, trying and clawing their way up. You're just doing this one thing. And then like, I mean, I know you still have like gems to go after stuff. And I know you're always going to be active, but I mean, like you could literally like, if you think of it at this level, with this particular guy, if they add utility too, which, and I got to say, everybody, I mean, we're not like super connected. I'm not connected to Vivi at all. Like, I love to talk to those guys, but I haven't never spoken to anyone at Vivi before. And so I don't have any inside information or anything like that. But we do hear things, guys. We hear things through channels and through talks and stuff like that. And there's no confirmations on anything. But the partner statue, it's not like a rumor started by like some YouTuber somewhere that owns one. There is like something going on in the background that none of us know about yet. And at one point it's going to get announced. I don't know what's going to happen. But then it's going to make this guy like, it's going to make it big. So, man, so I congratulate you, man. That's a good price.
I totally agree, dude. And I actually got to jump off, but I just want to say, I think that was a great point you made, is that, and that's part of the other reason why I bought it. It's almost like a diversification of an asset, right? It's like, I don't have to do much with this other than just buy it and hold it. Like, it's kind of like a stock almost. And it's not a stock at all. Stocks are way more stable. I'm just saying, for the comparison's sake, it's one of those things that you just buy and hold, and you think it's going to pan out because of just the gravity of the piece. And I agree with you there.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Well, dude, you have an awesome day. Are you going to be going back live today at any time, or what do you think?
Yeah, so I'm going to premiere. I actually took the announcement video down, and I'm going to re-premiere it as a video. Nice. So I'll re-premiere it in an hour. When your video is done, I'll put it up. And then actually, cool. I probably will be streaming the AMA later, just because I want to listen to it, and I can comment with people while I'm listening. I'm actually, I don't know if you saw the video on it, and don't feel the need to watch it. It's fine, but that guy that's hosting the AMA today, it's kind of cool. A little Easter egg. He's a Disney Channel YouTuber. Like, so he does Disneyland YouTube. I actually watch him on my own. Like, before I did Vivi, I used to watch him because he talked about Disneyland, and I love Disneyland. So I thought that was really cool that, just a little Easter egg, spoiling one of my videos, but like, he's a totally separate niche of a YouTuber. And, he's got 20,000 subs of people that love Disneyland. And I just bought
big, everybody. Disney's big.
It's like low key marketing, right? Small, but it's a big. But that's a niche of a community that loves Disney that might be interested in Vivi.
And while he's hosting, so he's hosting an AMA with the guys.
He's hosting it today. His name is Bricky.
And he's hosting it with the Vivi guys.
Yeah, with the Vivi team and the artists today. He's hosting it.
Nice. There you go, everybody. So Dino, I'll be watching that. If you're streaming that, then we can chat it up there too. That's awesome, man.
Let's go.
Well, dude, I'll see you later. Congrats again. Thanks for popping in. I really wanted you to come on because I just wanted to congratulate you in person too. All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Later, bro.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that is so incredible. Dino got a partners. I'm jealous in a good way. I'm happy. I'm happy for Dino, man. That's so great. I don't have a partners, like I said, and I really want to get one at some point. But let's get into the chat. Let's see how everybody's doing today. How are you guys feeling about Dino's decision to buy a partners? Do you think he made a mistake? Do you think he did well? I mean, 5,300. That's a great price, you know, if you ask me, for sure. So I'll just get in. I'm going to jump into the chat about halfway through. So, you know, because we've been talking. So if you want to ask me a question that you've already asked, like just ask it again, because I probably won't get to it if it's above, you know. And so, you know, we got Yada Dog saying, let's go. Congrats to Dino on the wall. That's so nice. I know, right? Isn't that absolutely awesome? It's so incredible, right? So, you know, waiting for under 5K on the wall. Yeah, that's there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you'll get them for under 5K, right? We'll have to wait and see. And I wanted to ask this question too, because you know, we're waiting. We're still waiting on Amazing Fantasy 15. So how long are you willing to wait? Because this is one thing I want to throw out there. There are some tweets earlier going on and stuff like that about the fact that, you know, Vivi's going to be at you know, the Disney convention. What is it? D23 or something it's called. And they're going to be like, you know, celebrating, like Marvel's going to be with them there. They're going to be celebrating Spider-Man's like first appearance. So I'm just going to quickly look that up right here. It's just on my phone, just for the date for you. And you guys can look it up too. So listen to this. Okay. So listen to this. Let me just remove this. Okay, so D23. Okay, so this is important for Amazing Fantasy 15 people. If you're speculating and holding and waiting and selling for that comic, where, you know, a lot of people are hoping it's coming this month, right? But this is by the D23 team. So listen to this. Super news, super fans. With just over a month until Disney's highly anticipated D23 Expo presented by Visa in Anaheim, all right? This is on September the 9th. September, not August. Marvel is unveiling a can't-miss lineup of panels, all right? Stage events, guest appearances, exclusive merchandise, giveaways, blah, 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 right? All at the, you know, at the D23. Throughout the weekend at the D23 Expo, fans won't want to miss Marvel's panel and stage events diving into what's next, okay? So for Marvel Studios, and listen to this. This is the key part right here, and I want to make sure everybody can see this right here, okay? Hold on right here. I want to make, can you guys see this right here? Let's just see. I'll read it, but do you see what it says right there? That's bad. You can't see that. Okay, never mind. It says a celebration of 60 beyond amazing years of Spider-Man. They're going to be celebrating Spider-Man at D23 on September the 9th, like that weekend. An exciting and current look at Marvel games and more and stuff like that. And it's to start planning your powerful epic adventure weekend then. So this is on September the 9th. All right. So what does that mean? Does that mean that they could potentially be dropping, you know, AF-15 on September the 9th and not August at all? And if that's true, like if that actually happens, how much further are you going to go? And how much longer are you going to wait? You know, and how much more are you going to sell, you know, until then? That's like over a month away. So is this going to continue? We'll see what happens. But that's one thing I want to throw out there. So like I said, you can go and look at that. You can go look at that online. You know, I'll probably try to find a way to post this up so people can see it. But, you know, anyway, G Meadows, Dino, now you need to go to Disney and take the real life partner statue next to the NFT. I know, right? That would be crazy, right? Coolness matters a lot with collectibles. That is true. That does true. OD 50K. Yeah, maybe. I would never buy a grill before AF-15 announced because it shall probably dip more when it's announced. So that's what I was just asking, Roman. Are you willing to, like, say it's September, are you willing to wait that long? So you're going to go a whole month without buying anything, right? Or like, you know, there's some of these deals are great to pass up because AF-15, no matter what happens with that comic, the partner statue at 5,300 is still an amazing buy, in my opinion. Like, so even if it goes down to 4,000, I mean, when it goes back up to 20,000, who cares, right? I mean, it's crazy. This is what I'm thinking, right? So you're waiting for the right memento, Jerry. Good for you, buddy. Kryptoni, how you doing? Good to see you. A collector is super concerned with the first. That's the whole point of collecting, to get the earliest rare pieces. Yeah, for sure. And first is often most important. Kobe, it would be $100 if it could be $100 tomorrow. But most people in this chat wouldn't be surprised if Walt was 500K one day. Yeah, I totally agree, Kobe. And everybody go check out Kobe's channel. And I watched your interview the other day with Kayla, I believe. That was a cool interview, you guys. Go check it out. Yeah, Kobe. I know, right? $500,000. It could totally happen, right? You never know, right? Steamboat Willie's the first animated appearance. Yes, it is. Yeah, Steamboat Willie is the first animated appearance for sure. G-Metals, at this point, I'm thinking of selling my other NFTs to get a second partner. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Like, so you own one, G-Metals, so you're already ahead of the game. So why would you get a second one? Is that just for the fact that you can maybe flip it later and keep holding one for all time? That would be cool. Like if you had two, because that's always the best if you have two of something, right? But man, Kryptoni says it's all about what price you're willing to enter a piece at. How much is it worth to you? If you love it, it can go to zero and you won't lose a dime. Yeah, that's totally true. Although I think in this particular case, a lot of people who are spending this amount, I think they're doing it for like an investment purpose, wanting it to go higher. So definitely. But I mean, Disney fans, Disney collectors, this is going to be interesting at the AMA later today. I'm going to take a look at this really quick. So let's go to, I didn't know that it was going to be hosted, hold on a second here. Let's see. Is there an announcement here that's going on? Oh, look, we got another decon drop right here. There you go. VVX Decon drop happens this Saturday. There we go. We got another artist thing right here going on. This is cool, right? Also, hear from Skeet One today in our artist roundtable space at 1 p.m. Okay, so it's a Twitter space, and they're going to be talking to the artist for Skeet One. So that's cool. You guys can check that out later today. This is on VV's little stream right here. This is interesting. Look at this dude right here. Oh my God, that's so funny. It's the return of Ting. 4 rarities drop in Blindback's format at 8 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday. That's cool. That's really fun. I love to look at this, right? So that's cool. So that's coming, So they'll be in the Twitter spaces later today. That'll be cool. About 1 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 2 hours from now. So you guys can check that out. And then of course, we got the premiere of Squirrel Girl, the comic book right here. Squirrel Girl. Look at that beautiful secret rare right there. Oh, 500 variations of Squirrel Girl right there. So that's interesting, right? So anyway, I just wanted to quickly look at that. So you guys can check that out, right? Oh, and there's another announcement just came up while we're live on stream. The next collection of VVX Decon drops this Saturday on the 6th. So here's Allison Bamcat makes her VV debut with 2 incredible pieces. Wow, look at this. This is pretty cool. Check that out. Nicely done. Hear from Allison today. So they're going to have the artist roundtable today, and we'll be able to hear from them in the Twitter space. I'll be listening to that. That's pretty cool. This goes down on Saturday. Let's check out Allison's Twitter right here. Let's check this out. Right here. How many followers she's got? Oh, she's doing okay. 3,000 followers. So, oh, here we go. And here's a bigger one. Okay, so DesignerCon posted this whole thing right here. Okay, so is Mark the guy here that Dino was talking about, who's like the Disney YouTuber, Mark Brickley? Okay, so got another McPherson coming in. We got a Bamcat. Okay, this is really cool. We got the Ting. So, okay, let's go to Mark Brickley right here. Let's check him out right here. Host Adventures in Design podcast available Monday and Friday on iTunes. Okay, cool. Let's follow him right there. Let's do that. Next video, new video dropping 30 minutes. You want to hang out. Top most expensive Disneyland auction items. All right, so this is the guy, you guys. This is Mark. And, you know, just getting to see him for the first time right here. So he did a video. This is from 2020. So it's going back a bit, but, you know, in that particular video. So he doesn't probably use Twitter that much. I think his last tweet was, yeah, 2020. So that's okay. So, you know, maybe he'll start tweeting a bit more, but I guess he does some vids on Disneyland. So I'll have to go check out his channel right there. You guys can do that too. What's this right here? Yeah, this is going back a couple of years. So, you know, so not super current, obviously, with what he's doing, but that's okay. And we got Tara McPherson again. Click on her. We all know that one. I actually don't follow her, so let's just follow her right there. Yeah, and here we go. So they were chatting about it. Nicely done. Okay, cool, guys. So that's awesome, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. How much cheaper can partners possibly get? I don't know. It can go cheaper. Somebody just listed one at 5,400, right? So, you know, how much is it worth to the next guy? Yeah, that's the thing, right? There are only a few pieces in comics that I don't love for liquidity purposes. Yeah, there's a few, right? Where can we find this Bricky guy? There we go. Just showed him. He's not active on Twitter. It doesn't look like. It looks like his last tweet was 2 years ago. So probably not the best medium to find him on, but hey, we'll find out today. Listen to the thing and we'll see, right? You know, David, if AF-15 drops, what would be the predictions for a price? Yeah, I really don't know, David. I mean, you know, it really depends on the numbers, right? So I always like to wait for like how many editions and all that kind of stuff we would get before I like, you know, even start to think about it. But, you know, if it's anywhere close to the last, like, you know, to the last comic books that we have, it's going to be really big. Like it's going to be really big, you guys. Like, I mean, obviously we know, I mean, look at the gem squeeze that this thing has caused. And if it goes, if it's true that, you know, that the D23, if it's true that D23 is going to be the one that on September the 9th, that we could actually get it on that and not August at all, because they're celebrating the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man during that, you know, at that time, instead of celebrating it now. So if it drops then, I mean, that's like a month away, right? So is this going to continue for a month? I mean, people have gems saved, but you know, if you're like me, okay, you know how hard it is to save your gems? Like in this app, especially right now. Like I'm saving as much as I can. I did pick up another ultra rare Boba Fett yesterday for like 220 or so. So now I have 4, but I still have like I could pick up another 2 of them. And I'm just like, oh man, I want to save for Amazing Fantasy 15 like the rest of you, but you know, it's crazy, right? So hope everything's doing well. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the dog. There you go. Fox says, if Partners gets down to 5K, you're buying your third. Yeah, man. Well, it's at 54 right here. And Dino bought in at 53. So, you know, we're going to take a look. There's a 53.99. So somebody just listed one a little bit lower. So that's cool. You know, there's 2 at 54 now. So there's people listing rate. You know, I think people are seeing the talk about it. So if anyone owns the second one, they might be like, oh, here's my chance to sell one. Kryptoni, I'm not counting next man's pockets. I'm buying what I think will increase in value. And I'm super solid with my partner's purchase. Yeah, man, I would be too. Double Quill says, I don't think buying a partner's could ever be a mistake if it's in your X income range. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it could ever be a mistake either. It's so massive, right? And here we go. Bob Sales, how you doing? Hey, my favorite positive person. What did I miss so far? Well, you missed Dino got a partners today. So that's crazy. You know, anytime anybody, you know, one of my friends gets something that of that magnitude, I'm really happy, right? I'm like super happy. Hinanu, thanks so much for the chat, my friend. Hey, man, I got the Lincoln stamp in the mail. Nicely done. Great. Thanks for sending that. I appreciate you. Have a great stream and smash the like, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Hinanu. I really appreciate you too. In case anyone didn't know, that was when we got those stamps that dropped out. So I gave away, you know, actual real world US stamps from, you know, that were at least 60 to 70 years old. So I sent one over. Hinanu won one of them, and I sent it over to the mail. It just got there now. That was a couple weeks ago, right? So that's crazy. It takes a while, but you know, I'm over in Canada. You're over on that beautiful island in Hawaii. So thanks so much, Hinano. I really appreciate you. I'm glad you got that. And, oh, by the way, I do have some news for today. So this is something that is happening today, everybody. And let me just show you this right now. Let me just talk about this really quick. So this is going to happen live on stream here too. Okay. So if you're part of my, my Discord server, let me just share this right here before we get back to the chat. So I launched a new utility program for my drop heads, and it's called the Pending Gems, and it's VV Gems. So what happens is the same thing. If you own one of these, you get into the draw. The list is already set for today, so you'll have to wait for next week or midweek. There's 255 entries. So what happens is I'm going to do 3 winners today, where I'm going to randomly draw from these people right here, all these people that own that particular drop head, and then they're going to list something in the market, and I'm going to buy it off them. And this is the first time we're doing it. So I'm going to buy it off them. It's going to be like about a 12 gem purchase, because you're going to make 10 gems. So you can list anything you want when you buy it. Like, I don't care what it is. Make it as cheap as you can if possible, and then I will just buy it from you. And this is the rewards program that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be actually buying stuff off of you a little bit higher as time goes on, all the way till the end of the year. And so we'll have 3 winners today. I'm going to announce this later. I'll do this a bit later, and I'll do the random draw. But this is going to be every Wednesday. We're going to do this with these drop heads. And so right now we have 255 people who are entered in it. And yeah, I'm just going to buy stuff off you for more than it's worth. And I had to wait until after KYC to launch this program for obvious reasons. I didn't want any of us to get banned at the end of July or anything like that. So that's going to happen a little bit later today. And I have the market open. So you'll just, it'll be on Discord. You'll be able to message me and tell me what you're selling, and I'll go find it and I'll just buy it off you. And then you're going to get some gems. You're going to make some nice profits on something. And then I'm going to get that item, and then I'll probably save it for a future giveaway when transfers come back. So it's like a double fun thing we're going to do. And this is going to be every week, right? So like I said, I got 4 utility programs on my drop heads now. You guys should check it out if you want. So I wanted to announce that and mention it for people, because I mentioned it in my Discord. So let's get back to the market. I want to get through the chat and the market. So we got Dino. We know what's going on with that puppy right there. Let's quickly get back to the chat really quick here. The out of control AF-15 thirst is going to lead to disappointment. Yeah, maybe, Joe. I mean, we'll see what happens, right? I mean, it's such a big comic, and I don't know the numbers, and we don't know like when it's going to be announced. But if it's a month from now, on, like I said, on September the 9th, I mean, that's a long time to continue to wait and to continue to pass up these deals, because, it's not the only thing that you can make money on in this app. If you're looking for to make gains, I mean, there's so much stuff you can make gains on that stuff is already proven and over time. So it's really going to be interesting to see how many people wait, right? And if it's announced like in the next week, then we won't have to wait so long. So I really want it to come as soon as possible, because I just want the comic, I just want the comic, and it's super fun, right? So we'll see what happens, right? So here's Johnny Kane. How you doing? This dip has got to be hurting a lot of people. It's needed, though, to shake out the non-collectors and the lower prices for new people coming into the market. Exactly what we needed. Yeah, well, that's one way to look at it, Johnny, for sure. I mean, I want everyone to stay in the app. I really do. I don't want anyone to leave or whatever. And, I don't want people to get crazy discouraged either. I think people have to sit back. Like, if you watch my last video, about what my strategy is, it's just about being patient, and you just got to, in my opinion, you just got to sit back and, not take it so like everything, when it goes down, 30 gems, suddenly you have to floor it and get out of it to get back in and make 50 gems down. I mean, you can play that game all day long if you want. No worries. I mean, do whatever you want. But I think it's better for people to start to take a different approach to this app, relax a little bit, and, look longer, be more patient. And also, if you're buying right now, take advantage of some of the people who are selling stuff in a bit of a panic mode. It's kind of interesting, right? People can do whatever they want. I never judge anybody for, even though I think some people are nuts for selling certain things cheap, but whatever, we don't know the reason they're selling it for. And now cash outs here. So that's actually a big thing. People might actually be taking some money out, which I'd love to see more tweets about that. I want to see more posts, tweets, comments about, oh, I cashed this money out. If you notice, everybody, we're not seeing people post that very much. We're not seeing people saying, I cashed out. Now, there's still issues with being able to cash out with a lot of people. So, I mean, that's probably has to do with it too. The ability to cash out. I mean, people are still trying to get their KYC in place. There's thousands of people who can't even buy in the market right now. And I've had people say, that they're actually thinking that this could be another small reason that certain things are flooring even more, is because there's a bunch of buyers out there who can't even get in to buy because their KYC applications are hung up. And I don't think that's going to like turn the market around. I don't think it's that many people, but that is a reality, right? So there's all sorts of stuff going on right now that is unknown. And so I'm pretty patient, but at the same time, I can only be patient so long when I see these deals, right? Jorgo, how you doing? Good to see you, Aaron. I scooped the second secret rare Strange Tales 110 4-digit at 800. These prices are mind blowing right now. Yeah, and that comic is one that I desperately want to get. I still don't have that Strange Tales. I'm just going to go look at it with you right now. I still don't have that that secret rare, all right? Because I've had other stuff that I've bought, right? So here's the Strange Tales. Here's Doctor Strange's secret rare at $8.99, fantastic price. So you picked it up, Jorgo, at 800 on a 4-digit. That is awesome. Congrats to you, right? But look at this right here. This is, yeah, man. Look at how thin this is. $8.99, $9.69, and then it just goes. I mean, look at that. Then it's gone. Only 4 or 5 listings and then it's gone, right? I mean, secret rare comics, just so you know, my vault, my secret rare comic collection has not dipped that much. I'm just saying, like, if you want to talk about stable stuff, get into those secret rare comics. I mean, some of the bigger ones have fallen down a decent amount, like the big ones, but the ones that are in this range right here, the Strange Tales has never fallen that far. It's always around 900 to 1,000 to 1,100, in that 200 to 300 gem range always. We'll see where it goes if it drops further, but I don't think so, because people like Jorgo are going to come in and sweep it up. So facts, Johnny, it's only hurting sellers, not buyers. I know. So like, if you're into any kind of like, and believe me, I am not a financial advisor, as we all know. I'm just a YouTuber and a collector. But as a collector, I don't buy when it's high. I buy when it's low. I mean, it's just smart, right? I buy when things are lower, because that's when I want to get in. I like to save my money. I don't know about you guys, but I like my money, and I don't like to spend it. And I only like to, I like to keep a lot of my gems, and I like to get things for cheaper. You just got my second. This is Matt Wood. I just got my second ultra rare boba done for now. I have 11 bobas. Nicely done, Matt. Yeah, you don't have to get more. You can just wait. It's all good, right? I have 4 ultra rare bobas. I have 7 uncommons and 3 commons. So I'm sitting at 14 bobas. And I'm okay for the moment, although I did pick up another one at 220 yesterday. So, I have enough to buy a few more too, but I'll just wait, right? So watch them do 70K editions of Amazing Fantasy 15. Yeah, Jared, maybe they would, but it would still be a huge comment, because the secret rare would probably still be 600, maybe 1,400 at the most, maybe 1,500 because of the number 15. But I don't know, who knows, right? But if it's 70K, that common is still going to be really, really good. It's probably going to, I would predict then it would probably be like, anywhere from 50 to 100, maybe just around, probably like a Marvel Comics 1 level. By the way, Marvel Comics 1, if anyone's looking to get into Marvel Comics 1 right now, and this is cool because like I've stayed away from Marvel Comics 1 at the common level for a bit because it was higher, and I didn't see any way that I could make any kind of like gains on it, because I wasn't here when it was 5 gems. I was here when it was 300 gems, right? So here it is right here at a common level, and we're looking at it. Let's just take a quick look here. It's sitting at 109, so it dipped under 100 gems yesterday for a bit. It was 99, 95 even, and I really thought about picking one up because it's, so iconic. So I probably should have done that. I probably should have picked one up. I will definitely get a few Marvel Comics 1s. I've just been waiting for a good mint number here on the floor. If anyone wants to drop a 4-digit somewhere around here, then I'll probably scoop it. But I've been just waiting for that, right? And then of course the secret rare is like, beyond out of my reach. Nick VV Monkey, how you doing? Good to see you here. I hope AF-15 drops on September the 10th, as I'm still locked out of the app. I'm disgusted at how I've been treated after spending $20,000 on collectibles. Love you all from Spain. I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. So if they were even responding to you, I hope they've been responding to you and trying to get you in. So, or have they just been telling you to go screw yourself? I hope they haven't been doing that, because just keep trying. Look, what happened to my brother-in-law is he kept entering the same info in the KYC. He had a bank statement and it wouldn't accept it at first. He tried 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and finally it just went through. Like it just went through. So, keep trying, keep pushing, keep messaging them, Nick. And I hope you get I hope you get in, because, you're a good guy in the community here. You've got a lot of stuff. Roman, I'll buy here and there, but it's not Grail, which costs, but not a Grail, which costs several Ks. I don't care to wait a month or a few months. We're all in it for the long term after all. Yeah, for sure, right? There's Dino. Yeah, let's go. Thanks for having me on my MC. Of course, Dino. And everybody, make sure you sub and follow Dino because it's really, I love to hear his strategies about what he's doing and stuff like that. We think differently in the app, but not that much differently. You know, like we think differently about certain collectibles, but not that much differently. You know, just like you guys. I love hearing everybody's opinions. Dino, getting that partners today, that was so juicy. VV Arcade, how you doing too? It was awesome to hear about Dino getting waltz. That's cool. My day will come also, and everyone reading this, you will have one also. I hope so, you know, but the funny thing about Walt is that like we all can't own them, you know. There's a select bunch of people who are in the club, and you get into that club, you get that hoodie, maybe, you know, that hoodie. I want that hoodie. I don't have one. I don't want the hoodie unless I actually have the partners. Of course, you know, but I love it. I love to flaunt that, flex it around town. So, oh, by the way, guys, go watch VV Arcade, his live streams. You're picking it up, man. Just keep pumping up those vids, man, the good quality content. And I noticed in your live streams, you're getting more viewers, which is great. You're getting up to like, you know, 30 and 40 and something like that, which is awesome for you guys. So keep it going. Everybody go check them out. It's all good content, you guys. Tom Salad. Hey, MC, have you been scooping up some of these deals in the marketplace? Or are you saving for something big? Awesome stream. And congrats, Dino. Thanks, Tom Salad. So my strategy, I've laid it out in my last video. It's about being patient for me. And I have gems put aside for Amazing Fantasy 15. Not like 10,000 gems. Like some people got like gems put aside. I'm not at that level, but I have enough to, you know, maybe do some damage. And I'll be able to load some gems in. I'll physically I'll purchase gems when that comic comes if I need to. But in the meantime, you know, I am watching the market and I'm picking up little things here and there. And I'm really actually having a decision about what I want to do because I have 3 different directions that I could go in. I have like 3 different plans. And I'm trying to like formulate which one I want to go with. And this is excluding Amazing Fantasy 15 because I'm not just thinking about that one comic. I'm thinking about like lots of other stuff because after that comic comes to the app, it's going to be here forever. Every one of us will be able to buy it for whatever price it is if you want once it comes. So, you know, once it's here and it's announced and it's over with, you know, I have to look at like what I'm doing other than that. I can't be so hyper focused on, you know, that one, you know, so at least the indie art is exciting. Yeah, the indie art is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Allison had like 0 followers the other day. Oh, wow. That's great for her. Awesome. And the indie art is the most interesting thing about Vivi. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. I don't own any of the indie art, but it's really cool stuff. Pay. Feel bad for artists coming into Vivi right now. Edition size should be like 10K. Oh, I don't feel bad. I think those artists don't feel bad for them. They're going to do just fine. That stuff is great. It's great exposure. And they're, you know, those eventually are going to sell out for sure, depending on the edition, right? So we should see. But yeah. Randy says the art will eventually moon. Yeah, for sure, right? So Beats, did you get your KYC yet? Beats, hey MC, how's everything going, buddy? It's been weird not to be able to do anything in the app. Yeah, man. So it's like, this is what I was saying. And, you know, Beats, I hope you get your KYC all figured out and they like, you know, get you in. Just keep trying and keep messaging, you know, and it's crazy, right? So we'll see what happens. But like, you know, you're one of the good guys too. You know, there's a lot of people who are buyers and who are active, who can't even do anything right now. The KYC is still there. So, you know, Vivi's still working their way through it. And, you know, maybe we probably, you know, the AF-15, you know, hopefully they're going to wait until everybody gets their KYC, most people. And, you know, because there's some like technical glitches that are happening that are preventing people from getting in. There's some address issues and things like that. So Beats, you know, we're on your side, buddy. Let us know how it goes, you know. So, bro, Vader down to $200. Oh, you think the Ultra Rare Vader's down to 200? Is that a prediction? Is that a prediction, Danny? I would rather have amazing. This is Karazmi. Sorry about that pronunciation of your name, man. That's cool. I would rather have Amazing Spider-Man #1 or Fantastic Four #1 Secret Rare than the partners. so I can see partners going a lot lower. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe for you, right? And believe me, I'm a comic book guy all the way. So those two comic books, if we look at both those comic books, here's the thing about it. So, you know, if you want to talk about disrespect, this is disrespect. All right. This right here, and no offense to anyone who's selling, you just do what you're going to do. But look at these prices right here. If you want to talk, forget about Boba, okay? Like, you know, forget about Boba Fett or any of the other ones or stuff like that, not getting like, you know, not being like valuable. If this stuff is getting cheap, you know, the rest of the stuff, I mean, has nothing to do with the care. This is nothing to do with Spider-Man. Like, this is nothing to do with this comic book. This is like something else going on, you know, and it might be strictly just cashing out and taking some money, and that could be okay. But this, like I said, this is a brand new age right here. And if we go to Fantastic Four #1, I mean, we'll check it out right here as well. I mean, this is one of the biggest. I don't own this secret rare. Like, you know, everybody knows that if you follow my channel. Of course, they don't show it to me. Of course, I can never get it. Whenever I'm scrolling, I can never, ever, ever, it seems to get it on screen right here. So, okay, let's go here. Title A to Z. This is not title A to Z. Let's refresh. Refresh. Okay. Now, title A to Z. Is this good? All new? Okay, there. It is title A to Z. Okay, we got it. We got it. We're rolling, everybody. Technical glitch, technical difficulties, but we got it. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. There's 33 of these. Okay, so now realistically, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 people who are literally trying to sell this. Like, you know, Wet Wizard down here at 67, and then, you know, these are more like it up here. Even the 5,000 is quite good. Like, that's decent. But okay, maybe there's like 4. There's like 4 people like legit trying to sell this for cheap, and like, you know, that's totally cool. Maybe they have a couple. Who knows, right? Maybe they really want to go hard into Amazing Fantasy, or maybe they want to buy a Partners. I mean, who knows? I never want to judge what people are selling for. But if this is happening, then you know that like other stuff, you know, that you know it has nothing to do with the character. It has nothing to do with the actual collectible itself. Okay. When other ones that are that magnitude are getting chopped down. And like if you look at like let's just go to the collectibles really quickly, and I'll get back to the chat. There's the golden moments there for sure. Okay, where's Vader? Let's look at Vader Ultra Rare. So, like, check this out. 1450, you guys. So if anybody was like talking about how Boba Fett is not a popular Star Wars character, and that's why his Ultra Rare isn't worth 1,000, look at what's happening to Vader, right? There was a couple people who were like trying to give it to me the other day about Boba, right? And I'm like, whatever, it's all good. It's all good. And they're saying, oh, Vader's better, and all this stuff. And hey, I think Vader's the #1 Star Wars thing in the app. You know, but that was when he was at like, you know, 2,000 and 1,900. But those people have gone silent now in my Twitter feed because he's down to 1,450. So, you know, it's not because Vader sucks. So you know what I'm trying to say here? Right? This stuff goes beyond like if something's good or not, right? So, Mr. Broadcast, partner will be around 2K at this pace at the end of the month. You think so? I don't think so, Mr. Broadcast. I mean, you're probably like, you know, just exaggerating, but I don't think so at all. Funky Cold, I'm going to scoop a wall under 5K. This is all AF speculation, pulling prices down. The next one will be Pokemon Buyer's Market right now. Yeah, you could just ride these waves. It's so great. I mean, if you're so hyper-focused on that comic, and believe me, I'm a big comic guy. If you're so hyper-focused on that comic that you're liquidating everything, if you're making profits on your sells, fantastic. Like, say you're selling Vader here for 1,450, and maybe you got him on the drop. Well, that's profit, big time. Take that, put it in the Amazing Fantasy 15, you know, and keep doing that. Maybe get one of those, and then, you know, hey, you're doing great, right? So who knows? That's why I don't ever like to say, well, this guy, you know, this guy. Because I don't know, right? I mean, this could be an 80 gem sale right here going for 1,450. I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with that, right? So I don't have, and Dong, I'm sorry, I don't have a price prediction for AF-15. I don't. Let's see the numbers and let's wait till it comes out. And then I might do a speculation about it, but it's really impossible to know. Samir, how much gems are you reserving for AF-15 secret rare? I'm actually not, Samir. I'm not reserving gems for the secret rare because I think it's going to be out of my reach like instantly. So what I'm doing is I'm saving enough gems to like, go after the drop hard. And because we have, we don't all have multiple phones anymore, I think there's a fantastic chance of all of us who are really interested in it, getting it. I think there's a really bigger chance than for this drop whenever it comes, depending on the numbers, of course, for all of us actually getting a couple maybe before it sells out, because we don't have 5 phones anymore, all of us going, to do at the same time, pushing like, there's way less phones and like devices that are going to be able to hit the buy now, like when it hits, when it actually becomes available. So we might be able to get 1 or 2. And I'm really just hoping that I get a secret rare on the drop, because I've never gotten one on the drop ever, a comic book, a secret rare comic. So I'm hoping for that. And I'm not saving gems for the secret rare. Now, if this is what I'm going to do. So if I go in and I see a secret rare at a level that I'm comfortable at, I will buy it with my, through the web app with the credit card, like whatever the price it is. So you can do that. You don't have to preload gems in to do it. The only problem I had though, and I'll tell you this, Samir, is that this is a little PSA warning, because I actually tried doing that previously. When I was like, I think, what was I buying? It was something that came out after the drop. It might have been Boba. No. Oh, sorry. It was the Gambit X-Men comic. Okay. So I was trying to get the secret rare, and it was around like just over 100. And I didn't have 100 gems in the app because I had spent them on other things. So what I was doing was I was going to buy the secret rare in the web app just by hitting the buy now and then having the extra gems, like you enter your credit card info and you have the time to reserve to do it. Like, this is the thing. And I was on the web app, okay? Not my phone, but the web app. And what happened was that it did like an error, like it did like a internal server error. So I missed out on 2 cheaper secret rares because I couldn't complete the transaction. So then what I had to do is I had to then load gems in and then buy it. So if I'm going after Amazing Fantasy 15, I'm going to be doing that from my phone, not the web app, because if I get one at a good price and, and then I use the credit card offer, like where you buy and then you enter your credit, if then it does an internal error on me and I can't get that comic, I'm just going to freak out. Jerry, Spider-Man Secret Rare Animated is so quiet. No one ever talks about it. Yeah, because the people who have that, it's just sitting there. It's the FA. It's just sitting there, man. Like it's already like accounted for, with people, right? Cena Partners dropped on VV was the catalyst that makes me so bullish on VV long term. Yeah, it's crazy, right? So, guys are gonna remember when that came out. That was huge, right? And it still is. Dong said, I thought the partner statue will always be out of my reach. Now it's coming very close to my hand. There you go, man. This is what I thought about Todd as well, right? Rensob, what's up, brother? I hope you're having a great day. Buyer's market out there. Yeah, I feel the same way. Execu speak. So I kind of got caught selling too late for AF-15 gems. Anything you're eyeing at like 500 or less gems? For me, it's all like, some secret rare comics, Boba Fett. I want to get another Silver Surfer. I just want to have a couple just so I have one to sell later, because I have one. I got it on the drop, so I have one. So I want to get another Silver Surfer. There's what I really want to do. Like I'll break it down in a future video of like whatever of the 3 different. I have 3 different directions I want to that I'm looking at going, and I'm really trying to decide what I'm going to do right now. I mean, I'm always got my secret rare comics, and that's always a thing. And then my certain ones that I like the Star Wars stuff, like here and there, and certain individual things. But there's like, I really want to secure, what's in my vault for long term, at this particular time, right? While things are low, there's certain things that I want to really secure. And so I'm really trying to like decide what to do. And I'll let everybody know what those things are going to be in the future here, but I can't do it right now because I can't quite decide, right? But there's a couple things I really want to do. I'll lay it out a bit later. So today I had a weird one on my phone. I could buy the drop without being KYC, but I couldn't sell anything on the market. I can put gems in the account on the phone, but the web app does nothing. That's interesting. So like you're kind of halfway there, Bob Sales. I think they're done this I think they're done. This in case drops aren't selling out. Oh, you think they've done it? And, oh, so you're allowed to go for the drop even though you're not KYC'd? That would be not like appropriate at all, because that's not what they want, right? So I hope that's not the case. But hey, you were able to go for the drop. Now, so when you said you could buy the drop, Bob Sales, did you actually complete the transaction and actually get one, like one of the buzzes? And if you did, I'm so sorry. Unless you got the ultra rare, right? But that's interesting. Let us know. Did you actually complete, or did you just click on it and then it, because maybe you're not able to complete the transaction, right? Maybe. Yeah, we'll see, right? Brownies. Not a member or anything, but I think it's awesome how you give back your community and supporters, man. Really nice to see. Thanks, Brownies. I really appreciate you. Yeah, if you want to ever join, that's cool. If you want to just watch, that's awesome too. I just appreciate you being here. It's super fun. We're having a good time, you know. So if you ever want to get in, you can always get in on that, or, you know, it's all good. But as long as you're here, I'm happy to see you, man. I'm happy to see you in any way. And thanks so much. I appreciate that. Lester, love what you do. Love your collection and love the way you move and educate people. Dope stuff, brother. Thanks, Lester. I'm just trying to share my thoughts and opinions. And I love like you guys are like helping me out. I learned so much from everybody here, especially on my Discord too. And like, you know, especially online, like I learned from all you guys. Like this is what it's all about. I follow all the other YouTubers too. I watch all their stuff. This is how we learn, right? This is how we learn. So Tang Ma, it's weird because my comics took about a 20% value past a couple days, but collectibles take a huge hit. Yeah, it's funny. My comics, my secret rare comics are very steady. And the reason is because there's like 500 or 600 of them. So it's not, it's more difficult for scarce items to like really tank, because there's just not as many of them. And there's just not as many people that are going to floor them. Now, if their value is super high, okay, like a secret rare Fantastic Four 1, and you know you can see it drop quite far. But the only thing is that, you know, there's only a few people who are actually selling that at that level, right? If we go to comics, like I said, and if we go to like some of the big ones, you know, if you check out, like, people can say, oh, the floor is now this, but really it's not that many people. This is the thing. There's 33 for sale, which is quite high for this comic, actually. 33. You know, a lot of secret rares are down in the teens right now, and they're like worth 500, 600 gems. This comic, there's a lot of people are trying to sell it. I think this comic, you know, like how many do we have here? 600 editions. So it's a standard. I figure I just wanted to double check before I said anything. But look at this. Somebody just dropped one down to 3,000. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Man, if I owned this comic and I don't own it, I would never sell it like anytime soon. But you guys just do whatever you want. It's all good. It is all good. Man, this kind of thing hurts me and I don't even own it. Oh, you keep dropping it because, you know. How's my Boba stack looking, bro? It's looking good, man. I'm super stoked about it. Like I said, 4 ultra rares. Got my last one at about 220, you know, so I'm dollar cost averaging. Got one on the drop for 80. So if I add the 4 up, they're all quite nice right now. There's no loss on them, because of the other ones I bought in the 300. So if I add them up, dollar cost average, they're all good. And then I got all my commons. I got my commons and uncommons for like half of retail. So I'm like really, really happy about my stack. It's looking fantastic. And by the way, it's going to get even better because I'm going to add more. So thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Secret rare. Okay, guys. Okay, I gotta show you something. I gotta show you this. Look at this, okay? Look at this. Just look at this. Bear with me right here. Where are you? There he goes. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Let me go to my messages right here. I got to get this big. I got to get this up big right here. Okay. Look at this. Look at that. Secret Rare, man, you are doing such a great job right now. And just so you know, everybody, we don't really know each other. You know, we've just been getting to know each other. I'd love to have you on sometime. We talked about that. We're going to chat. We'll do some stuff together. I want to get you on, ask you about, you know, your comic background and all the stuff you're doing. It's so cool. I mean, look at that, right? So he says, just stopping by to support. Always love the energy you bring to the channel. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. But look at that beautiful thing right there. Look at that nice slab right there. I love it. I love it. I love all you guys are doing these extra things with all your stuff. And then look at my Star Wars one. Oh, it's the secret rare version, right? So go follow him on Twitter, you guys, and get your stuff slabbed. Have some fun. You have a couple of options too. You got the crypto slabs, comics and crypto, and those guys, great stuff too. I mean, this is the kind of thing that makes me so excited about VV in the community. Look at these talented people who are just taking our collection and taking our community to another level, right? And these are the kind of people that I follow, and these are the kind of people that I'm interested in hanging out with. All right. These are the kind of people that bring positivity and stuff like that to our experience here and up the value of our NFTs. This right here, if you post this out, this kind of thing, or like, with the other stuff that's going on too, if you post this kind of stuff onto Instagram, you get people's attention. Now, my Instagram following is like about 3,500 or so. And, literally about 75% of those people are from my toy business days that collect and sell comic books and vintage toys. So when I post something like this they're like, oh, what's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? So, and if you've noticed actually, and this is what I also want to say too. So thanks so much for coming in, Secret Rare. Everybody, like I said, just go on to Twitter, just follow Secret Rare. And like, he's got that little site there, that you can like submit some stuff. Go check it out, right? And like I said, I'm just supporting you. Thanks for coming to support me too. That's awesome, right? So anyway, if you go to my profile, I want to explain to people what I'm doing here, okay? I want to explain to people what I'm doing here. So like, look at this. So see this right here, this post. I'm going to scroll down on my channel here. So I posted that. That was super fun. Thanks. Okay. So like, see this post I did right here with Darth Vader? See this post right here? So this post is not for you. All right. This post is not for the VV family. Now I'm tagging VV official here and I'm putting VV in there. But this post is for Star Wars fans who don't know about VV. Darth Vader, Star Wars, Andor. The Andor trailer that came out. My thing, quite possibly the biggest villain ever. Darth Vader's the first and only ever Darth Vader NFT in the world. He's only on VV. So this post is not for the VV community. This post is for people who don't know VV, right? That's what I'm doing with my tweets too, right? And then I scroll down here. If you go a bit further to this is my profile here. If you scroll down a bit further, I did the same thing. This right here was for fun, but the right down here, where is it? Oh yeah, this is when we had all the delistings. So I did that, but I was doing this a couple days ago. Here's another one. This post is not for you. Okay. VV fam. So anyone who's following me on Twitter, this is not a pump post. This is hey, you are not on VV. Do you know what's on? There's the partners. Well, I don't own a partner. So there's that. I did one for Superman and I did it on Instagram as well. Okay. Spider-Man, same thing. Just trying to get people's attention. You can do this too, everybody. You can be a marketing, a person who's trying to help out. I mean, VV doesn't need help with marketing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying tweet it out to people who aren't VV. That's what I'm trying to do, right? So this kind of stuff, Secret Rare makes it easy because I can show that comic. It looks great. So my thoughts on the lightsabers. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of, everybody knows my thoughts on those. Fantastic. Eventually, when you get Yoda, you'll need his lightsaber to go with him. David Hughes already confirmed it. So the lightsabers are fantastic, if you own them and you can stack them up, right? So we should see. Should sell my Bobas for a wall. One day, that's why I bought 4, right? That's why I bought 4 ultra rares and probably more. Now, remember, I'll keep my original set. I got 1 on the drop as an ultra rare. I got 1, I got 2 uncommons on the drop. I had to buy the common in the marketplace. So I'll keep my lowest mint common. I'll keep my lowest mint drop first, like the first ownership of my uncommon. I'll keep my ultra rare that I got on the drop because it's number 701. So it's actually a decent mint number. I'll keep those because I'm the original owner. So I'm the original owner of Boba Fett on the drop, ultra rare, Darth Vader ultra rare, C-3PO and R2-D2. All of those 4 I got on the drop, the original owners, right? So I'm keeping those. And then I might keep an extra 1 or 2. But yeah, I'm buying like 4 or 5 Boba Fett so I can sell them later in the future, here and there. I mean, that's what it's all about. So maybe one day, Maybe one day, Clint, but Walt's going to be way up there, man. So, you know, if I could do it now, I do it now. Jamie, I invested 2,000 in November, and I thought I'd never see it again because I thought cash out would never come. Now I got the money back in my bank. Only took 2 days. There you go, Jamie. So you're in, you're out. Are you still in the app? You still hanging out right here? You know, Jerry. Yeah, MC1 will always be king. Yeah, man. Like it's Marvel Comics 1. It's a monster, right? Yeah, it's also Namor, and he's coming to the show right here. It's true. It's also Prince Namor. And if you go to like the Invaders comic series, the Human Torch and Namor and them, they get together, Captain America. It's actually really cool, right? So Jamie George, guys, I withdrew some gems and I received the money into my bank, but I also got the gems back in my VV balance. I checked the status on VV payout and it says it failed. Well, Jamie, does that mean you just got some free gems and free cash? Wow. Okay. Okay. So money went into your account and then the gems never left. Guys, start trying to cash out now. Keep us posted, Jamie, on that development. There's obviously some sort of error there, right? So yeah, Marvel Comics 1, best thing on the app. Dong Joe Sao says, what are your thoughts on Gavinci Pride first edition? I think it's fantastic. And by the way, those guys there, the Pride stuff and the Pride 2 and all of that Rewind Collective stuff, there's all that utility talk previously that people have now forgotten about. I mean, with museums and everything, there's all sorts of stuff going on in the background. And if you're hyper focused on Amazing Fantasy 15 too much, like I'm focused on it, but if you're hyper focused on it too much, you're going to miss out on other stuff, you know, because after that happens, then what are you going to do? Right? Wow. Great time to buy a Superman. I think you're right about that, my friends. I think you're right about that. Let's check out Superman. The only problem that I have with Superman, and believe me, I love Superman. I've owned up to 3 Supermans, and I really want to own Superman for sure. It's really hard, though, because people in this app just won't let him fly because his selling fee is too low, right? And so, you know, we're going to need people. We're going to need more numbers for Superman to go sky high, like to really go sky high like he was. But he will have another bull run, and he'll get up to 2,000 again, no problem. You know, it's just, you know, so if you buy in here, you might be able to get him for a bit cheaper, actually, which is astounding to me. Absolutely mental case. Crazy. But remember, the older ones like this, like the Supermans and the Todds and the Marvel Comics 1 and the Spider-Mans, a lot of OG people pick these up for cheap. And I don't know if any of these people are OG people, but a lot of OG people are still slowly selling them off for a huge profit to the rest of us. And, you know, it's going to take time for them to like really just like, you know, be done with that and just be in the hands of new people, because there are people who own like 100 Todds and stuff like that. And they have no problem selling one for 2,000, you know, here and there. Now they're being smart about it. You don't see them flooring like 10 or like 15 of them because they know how to play the game. But, you know, there's that process. It's still underway with Superman for sure. 100%, you know. So, you know, it's going to take time, right? So, Mr. Blonde, I think there may be a connection to AF-15 with the 60th anniversary San Diego Comic-Con poster. Maybe an airdrop for the poster holders on September the 10th. Who knows, Mr. Blonde? Could be, because that is an interesting poster. It's a little unique set. And, you know, who knows what they'll do with that? I mean, I don't think there's any connection, like in terms of airdropping Amazing Fantasy 15. I think they just want to sell that one to us. But there is no reason why we couldn't get something else Spider-Man related for having that in the future, or having probably all of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives as a set. You know, that probably will give us something. I don't know, maybe next year when San Diego Comic-Con comes around and they're like, oh, by the way, if you own the whole set, here you go. Here's a blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know. Who knows, right? But yeah, it's all fun to think about, you know, could be happening, could be happening. Kruger Bar. Market is down very bad at the moment, and I wonder if this is really because of AF-15. And if so, I wonder how much more the market will drop if they actually announce the comic. Yeah, so this is the thing. Like, that's what people are thinking. And Dino was talking about that earlier, about with the partners, right? Dino was talking about his plan, okay, was to buy partners, you know, and here we go, down to 5195. So a few people got the partner news that partner's getting interesting. So they're like, oh, let's sell them. But Dino was like, I wonder if I will buy him. His original plan, I think he mentioned, was to buy him the partner statue, with Mickey and Walt when they announced AF-15, like the same day. But seeing this price, it was too juicy to pass up, and it's getting even better. It's getting even better for people. 1900 Hustler, how you doing? I think some of these people selling low probably got gems off app for half before the cutoff. They technically are not losing money if they bought collectibles half off. Yeah, we're still working through that too. I 100% agree. People did. They went in hard. They got their like half price gems, before they announced that they're going to be cutting that off and stuff. And I'm sure people even got some after that and never got banned. So, right? People had hordes, man. Like people had hordes of gems that they were buying during that period. And it really actually helped pump the market in some situations because people had a lot of liquidity, right? But it also kept the price of stuff down too, for exactly the reason you're saying. They could sell it off for cheaper and not lose as much in their minds, right? I mean, a gem to me is still a gem. And the way I always looked at the half price gems was like, no matter how much you paid for a gem, it's still a gem. And I didn't want to I wanted to get full value. The way you make money on half price gems back, before was if you sold stuff for profit. Because then if you give away your profit that if you bought your gems at half price and then you sell everything for like way cheaper, you're not making as much, right? It's crazy, right? So, I always thought like no matter what you pay for a gem, I want to hold on. So I would stretch out my gems as far as I could stretch them, But yeah, I think you're right, man. That could still be happening, right? Yeah, I absolutely love Superman Kryptonic. I love it's the first ever Superman. It's crazy. But there's people in here who just won't let him fly because of his selling fee. And I always say this, I really hope that and think that Vivi needs to just change those selling fees on those early DC stuff. The new DC stuff has selling fees that are like on par with everything else. And by the way, we haven't gotten anything like a big DC drop in a while. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think he's fantastic. But we'll get to 1K, give it time. Yeah, I think so. I totally agree with that 100%. Yeah, MC1 is secret rare is worth more with the price drop because of the cheap gems. Yeah, man. Gems are harder to get now. That's why you're seeing people sell stuff so low, because gems are harder to buy, so people are like lowering because they need it, right? So look at those FA Superman. I know, right? HP, I bought a Mickey Mouse number 60 for 300 on an auction. Do you think this is a smart buy to hold for a few years? Which Mickey Mouse did you get, HP? Like which one? Lenticular, Steamboat Willie, which one did you get? That is incredible, by the way, regardless of which Mickey Mouse it is. 300 is amazing for a number 60. Wow, dude. I think 41's the lowest you can get. So that's crazy, right? So Palace, I've been buying Gold Moments, Surfers, Boba Fett, Secret Rare Comics. Give it to me. There's no such thing as AF-15 other than Alpha Flight 15. Alpha Flight. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man. Like, how long are you willing to wait for AF-15? Like, this is the thing, right? So Palace, I'm in that boat with you. Like when AF-15 drops, if it ever drops, because I have to say if, because it's not confirmed. I know they've been teasing us and it's like when Vader, like we all kind of knew Vader was coming, right? I mean, people thought that maybe he wouldn't, but we kind of know. And now the question is, like I said at the beginning of this, so in case you missed the beginning of my stream, let me just reiterate this really quickly, because I said this in the first like 20 minutes of my live stream after Dino and I were freaking out about his partner's purchase. And by the way, Dino is not like, and I know other people too. He's not shy. He might buy another if you keep dropping the price. Okay. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying he will, but I'm just saying like, this is like opportunity time, but this is what I said early on. Okay. So, and I'll tweet this out too. In fact, I should probably just tweet this out right now. Let me tweet it out. Then I can bring it up on screen. I'm not going to do any big message with it. I'll just tweet it out really quick. I'll just put thoughts. Okay, hold on one sec here, because then I can show you on screen. We can talk about this together. Ding. Okay, that's tweeted. Okay, so let me just bring up my Twitter feed right here, and then we can talk about this together. This is better than me just like reading it out. Okay, that was quick, right? Check this out right here. So this is what I'm talking about here, everybody. And this was also tweeted out by other people as well. So this isn't my news or anything like that. But look at this. We're talking about Amazing Fantasy 15 here, okay, and when it could possibly drop. Look at this. The D23 Expo in Anaheim, California, September the 9th. It's all nicely highlighted. D23 Expo right here. And by the way, one of the people I follow on Twitter did this, the highlighting. So I'm sorry if I'm not giving you credit right now, but mention in the chat that you were the one who originally tweeted this. I can't remember who I got this from. I was just excited. So anyway, weekend D23 at Expo. Marvel Studios and a celebration of 60 Beyond Amazing Years of Spider-Man. So at D23, okay, in September the 9th, Marvel's going to be there with the big whole thing. And they're going to be celebrating like Spider-Man, the 60 years of Spider-Man anniversary, okay? So doesn't that like kind of line up with maybe the thought that Amazing Fantasy 15 could be actually held back all the way until September the 9th? Now, if that's the case, and I don't know if that's the case, I mean, nobody knows. I have no clue. I have no idea. But I mean, are you going to wait that long? Like, how long are you going to pass up some of these deals? It's going to be very difficult, right? Did I go for Buzz on the drop today? No, I didn't go for Buzz on the drop today. And by the way, I think that Buzz Lightyear collectible looks astounding. The quality of it is super high level. Beautiful, beautiful collectible. And I'll probably pick one up at some point, you know. But I didn't go for the drop because I just knew that everyone was going to sell it for under retail. I mean, this is the sad reality of any of these drops right now. It doesn't matter who the character is. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, the ultra rare is obviously above retail, but you know, who knows? Maybe that one will drop under retail too at some point. I don't know. But that's the sad reality of this Amazing Fantasy speculation is that, you know, it means I can't go for a drop, you know, unless it was the Boba Fett one, then I'm going for that ultra rare and I don't care what the price is, but I can't go for like a mid-level drop like this. This is kind of like a mid-level collectible to me. And I really like it. And people are going to have a lot of fun with him in the vault. He looks fantastic, right? 5 comics still the max for the initial drop, or can I keep buying? I don't know, Charles. I think you can just keep going. I don't think there's a limit anymore. I think people can just keep buying and buying and buying. You know, as long as it's available in the store, you can just buy. I think you can just keep buying and buying and buying now. And they need to do that because we don't have as many phones going through these drops anymore, right? So with Amazing Fantasy 15, I think we're all going to have a really good shot at getting one. You know, with the lack of the less accounts that we have, like all going for a drop, you know, like just me alone, you know, with my son's account, we had 2 phones, well, an iPad and a phone, and that's 2 accounts right there, just in this house. And there's people who have like 5 or 6 phones at one time before KYC. So, you know, they're all hitting buy now at the same time, right? Boom. And so, you know, now we're only going to have 1 each, basically. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. Who knows what will happen? Palace says, I skipped the drop this morning and got 4 common Buzz for the price of 1 blind box. There you go, Palace. See, that's why I didn't go for the drop either, because you can just do that. Because you know that people are going to sell them like so cheap. Oh, man. I still just do not understand. Just don't even go for it. But it benefits people like Palace and people like me. So please keep doing it. It's a tug of war for me. It's like, please, the advice is please stop doing that. Please stop going for drops and flooring them for half of retail 5 seconds later. Like, come on, right? Like on something big like that. Now, you know, but then at the same time, please keep doing it. So I don't know. It's all good. You just do whatever you're going to do, you guys. You just go ahead and do it. It's all good. It is what it is. Pay. AF-15 Secret Rare on the drop should go to Mycollectables and me. Perfect day. I totally agree with you. I've never gotten the Secret Rare comic. Which Buzz is worth getting? Anyone you want, really. I don't think it matters. I mean, the Ultra Rare is obviously the better one, but, you know, I mean, this isn't the original Buzz from the Toy Story movies, like the looking at the famous Toy Story movies. So a lot of people are kind of shying away from it because they're really, really attached to the original Buzz from the original movies. And this is one from the newer show, right? So it's up to you. Clint, thinking about selling all my collectibles, 56 pieces for a partner since I have around 5K worth. Wow, Clint. Yeah, that could be a play. So I was talking to Dino about this earlier. And I'm not saying you should do this at all, for sure. But I was talking to Dino about this. So okay, so partners, let's just quickly look back on it. So by the way, so you guys got that news that September the 9th, D23 is celebrating Marvel Comics, and they're celebrating Spider-Man's anniversary on September the 9th. So maybe this, I'm just going to leave this here, right? Maybe that's when Amazing Fantasy 15 comes. People are talking about that now, right? So anyway, that's a month away. So that's a long time to be waiting and liquidating. Anyway, so what we're talking about this partners really quick is that, so you got this partners right here, okay? And Clint, this is what I'm going to say to you, right? So this is a thought, and Dino and I talked about it. Let's see what the listings are, 51 or whatever. So he was up to 50,000K at the highest peak. And of course, that wasn't what he's worth now, of course, right? So, but if he goes back to like, say, 25 at some point, which I totally think he will, I have no problem in the future, him going up there. If you put in 5,000 and bought this dude right here and then just sat there and did nothing in the app, did nothing, like just did nothing, didn't go for a drop, didn't flip in the market, didn't go for AF-15, didn't do anything. You just got him, just this one. And he goes up to 25K or 20K or even 10K. And then you sell him and you just made yourself thousands of dollars because you can cash out. So that is a strategy. Okay. I know that like people have like hundreds of items and hundreds of collectibles and hundreds of this and hundreds of that and stacks of this and stacks of that. And I'm one of those people. I have like tons of stuff. I'm trying to go for the secret rare comics and stuff as my numbers and stuff like that. And I stack to like, sell a bit later so I can like make more gems to get into big stuff like this. But you could just liquidate everything and go for our partners. I'm not saying that you should, believe me. I mean, because then people would say, well, why don't you do it, Mycollectables? And I've thought about it. I thought about that actually a lot. If I sold all my stuff and bought like one of the really big ones or two of the really big ones and just sat on that and just did nothing. Of course, that wouldn't make for a very interesting YouTube channel. I'd have you on here on my live stream and you'd be like, hey, let's just go look at my vault. Let's just look at my vault for an hour. This is what my channel would look like if I did that. I'd be like live streaming and it would just be this. It'd just be this. Look at my vault. So it's not as fun for me, right? And I think part of the game of VV is playing the market. We're all having like literally people like this is part of the game of VV, right? This is what keeps people active, is playing the market. In, out, buy, sell, flip. I mean, I'm in it. I love it. Buy low, sell high, blah, blah, blah. It's all the game we're playing. Now, once leaderboards show up, if they do a Master Collector and leaderboards start showing up and they start giving benefits to people who are at the top of the leaderboards, well, then you're going to see a different game. And a guy like this is going to be really crucial, right? And all those $1 comics that everybody is flooring, they're going to start to become very important. So there's different ways to look at this, but I'm not making any plays on that until I get the info. I need the info first before I really commit to doing like any one big So right now I'm just getting the scarce secret rare stuff that I can get and some of the main collectibles. But if you did that, if you took him and he went from 5 to 20 in say 6 months from now, which I don't think anybody thinks isn't going to happen. I think most people think that he's going to be 20,000. If you're in the app, if you're a non-believer in VV, then that's okay. You're on your way out anyway, so it doesn't even matter what you think. The point is that like if this goes to 20, you just made like 10 to 15,000, and then you cash that out and you're happy. So you could do that. It could be one thing. And that would really be easier for a lot of people instead of really always struggling. So we'll see what happens, right? Dimmy, with all the hacks going on right now, does VV have a way of moving NFTs to hardware wallet? Ecomi does have a hardware wallet, but no, not at the moment. Not at the moment, Dimmy. So it's a good point. People want that. People want, like, if you're going to get like a 40,000 gem secret rare comic, it would be nice to be able to store that in a safe, secure place. Although I'm very comfortable with VV's security. So Kobe, I think I'm going to go for another wall. Oh, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. I'm half an hour behind the chat, everybody. Sorry about that. Kobe collects. Kobe does not mess around, you guys. Follow Kobe Collects. He does not mess around. Conrad, Superman's yeah, it's down to 740. I know, right? Bob Sales, yeah, I can go for the drop. I didn't have the ending gems, but you can buy. So you can buy, even though you're not KYC. That is interesting. Keep us updated on that, man. That is interesting there. Conrad, that must be 1 to gram, single one, and set it. Yeah, sorry. And set, it's a bloody nice looking NFT. I got to catch up to the chat because I don't know what you're meaning right there. Sorry, buddy. G Metal sold a Vader at 1.9 on my alternate account and bought some Beta Rays and flipped them, and now my alternate 1.9 is up to 2.3 and Vader's at 1.4. There you go, G Metals. That's the game people are playing. And you know what? You can really do well or you can get burnt, but it looks like you're doing good, man. Keep it going, right? Now remember, are you factoring in your selling fees there? So Bob Sales again with this news. So what Bob Sales is saying is he's not KYC, but he's able to go for the drop and buy one. Okay, which is interesting. So on the web app, I can't do anything. And normally on my phone, I can't either. But today, after Lightyear didn't sell, it was allowing me to buy and add gems if I wanted. I wouldn't and add gems if I wanted. I wouldn't let me do that. You wouldn't let yourself do that. So this is interesting, right? So like there's obviously some kind of like, so hey, if you're not KYC'd, I mean, I'm not saying you should go for a buzz, but you know, G Metals, my main account is tanking so bad though, from 6 figures in January now to 17K. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I'm sorry to hear that, G Metals. So remember, you never lose until you sell, right? So, you know, if you have the patience to hold, it will rebound more, right? So we'll see, right? ASM1 is no AF-15. No, it's not. It's true. But it's massive, right? So, so Bob Sales, last thing. So I can buy drops, but I also can't sell on the market. And a new grayed out KYC comes up for you. So you can buy drops, but you can't sell. So is this something that, okay, this is really interesting, everybody. And I know I'm behind on the chat, but this is interesting. So like, if you're KYC'd, are you like Bob Sales is saying this? He's able to do this. So I don't know if this is a thing now, if this is just a glitch with him or what, but he's able to buy the buzz, okay, without being KYC'd, but not sell it. I think that's, and you have a new KY grayed out thing come up. Maybe you're KYC'd, man. Oh, Randy, VV is bankrupting us all. Well, not me. Not me, it's not. I'm doing okay. I hope you're not getting bankrupt on VV. If you are, you're putting too much money in. Yeah, the slabs, the secret rare slabs. I know. You're going broke on VV. Oh, dude. Dude, don't put everything in the app. Do your best, man. Yeah, the slabs. I'm behind on the channel. I'm going to catch up a bit here, everybody. Let's scroll down a little bit. Sorry if I'm behind because I was talking quite a bit. Let's scroll down just a little bit. Sorry if I'm missing any comments, but I want to catch up just a little bit, right? Because there's probably questions being asked. You know, here's Joe. So this is a kind of response to Bob Sales. It was my understanding without KYC, you can only buy from the store and play in your vault. No market buying or selling. Could be wrong. Okay, so Joe, is that true? So I'm sorry that I did not know this. So it's looking like, okay, so you can buy like a drop with KY without KYCing. So you could still go for Amazing Fantasy 15, but not be KYC, but you just can't do anything with it. Like you can't sell it or go into the market. I mean, that's okay for people who are still, because, you know, a couple comments up, we saw our good buddy from Spain who, like, you know, was really getting really antsy and freaking out because, you know, he's worried about not being able to go for Amazing Fantasy 15. So it could be wrong. If anyone knows, let us know. If you're not KYC right now, do what Bob Sales did. You know, go buy Buzz, or maybe wait for the comic tomorrow because, you know, it's like 7 gems. It's a good experiment, right? Yeah. Yeah, the secret rare slabs are amazing, right? They're amazing. They're really cool. Let me just scroll down a little bit further just to catch up a bit. Earth 2 Pokemon, the real Professor Oak. Hey, dude, just want to say hi, and I hope that you're stacking the ultra rare boba like me. I totally am, man. I totally am. I've been very transparent about it, and it's all good. I don't mind the prices being low because I'm buying it low. I want to buy it low. I don't want boba to be 1,000 yet. I want to be 1,000 when I get more. Besnick, hi. Now that everyone is on KYC on market, do you think it will get back to transfer option for collectibles? I really hope so, because I'm wanting to do more giveaways and stuff. And also, you know, I want to be able to send, like, this is like, you know, the kit car, right? The drivable kit car. I want to drive that around with my kids. I want our second account, our KYC'd account. I want to like, do some stuff like together out in the street with AR. I mean, it's fun. Like I want to be able to get one and then transfer it over to him because he's 12. I mean, he doesn't have money to buy it. So I want to do stuff like that. And also for my drop heads, I have one more drop head that doesn't have any utility that is going to be centered around the transfer system, right? Of transferring VV stuff. So, I really want it to come back, and I think we'll get it because, KYC people should be able to transfer. I don't think they'll ever bring back transferring gems though. But I don't know. We'll wait. So buying partners at 1.5. Good luck with that, Riz. Verena. Oh, by the way, the same people said they're going to buy Vader at 900. They might get that chance. We'll see. Superman 740. I know, right? Crypto. Oh, MC and Palace have the right attitude. Take advantage of every cycle in the market. Yeah, man. Buy in bear markets and sell in bull markets. Come on, people. This is like 101. This is like standard. It's like, this is what, you don't buy high and sell low. I mean, like, but people do it all the time. They just follow, people follow like, so if partner statue starts to go off, let me just say this, if partner statue, and like I said, I don't own one or anything. It's at 5,100. There you go. There's a 5,100 one for you. If partner statue, if these all got swept and it suddenly went up to like 7,000, you would see people buy it then because it's climbing instead of just picking it up down here for 1,000 or 2,000 less. They're like, oh, it's climbing now. I better get in. And then they'll buy up here. They'll buy up here, right? I mean, if you really want one and you're really thinking about like actually doing it for long term, but people like to get in on the flip, You'll be at decon. Oh, you'll be at D23. Okay, Palace. So I won't be at D23, but I will be at decon. So hopefully I'll see you there. But if you're at D23, man, oh, you're going to be front row center if they do it there. If they do the what do you call the Amazing Fantasy 15 there, right? So how you doing, Sven? Yeah, the buzz is nice. It looks really good, right? Yeah, that's a good point, Mycollectables. September 10th, AF-15 sounds like a good bet. Could be. I mean, this is what's been tweeted out. Like I said, this was tweeted out. They're going to be celebrating 60 years of Amazing Fan of 60 years of Spider-Man at D23. Marvel's going to be there doing a whole celebration about it. So maybe we don't get it this month at all. I don't know. AF-15. Why are the VV users always looking at what they do not have instead of what they do have? Never enough. Yeah, it's always this crazy. So how long are people willing to wait, right? So I really don't see the partners. Bruin 88, good to see you. I really don't see the partners collectible going below 3K. It was at 333 gem purchase price. Yeah, I mean, like, who knows what happens, right? If people are going to sell it, then people are going to buy it. Like guy like Dino, he bought it up. Other people are going to buy this up too. So if it goes low, right? At least they're burning Omi. Yeah, right. Not sure. How you doing? They're not attached to it. They know it has more value. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the 5.1, we just saw that for sure, right? Executive speed. To be honest, I've considered that. I have 2 Ultra Evaders and a Todd. So you're considering like the whole thing about buying a big one and then like sitting on it. If I sold the rest of my stuff and either a Vader or a Todd, I'd be there. Yeah, you would be. It's true, right? You could just sit on it. Yeah, look at my vault. That would be what my stream would be. It would just, like I said, be me sitting there staring at my one collectible. And people would be like, okay. I mean, I'd probably watch somebody if they had a stream like that. I swear to God, I watch all these everybody's YouTube channels like an addiction. If somebody just had a vault and all they did was stream every day, just them looking at the vault, and then they would just chat, I would go to that stream. I would watch that stream, wouldn't you? I don't know why, but I would. Tang. Everybody talk about AF-15 potential release and the gem squeeze that has already started because of it. But who really stacks 5K or 10K gems in this huge bear market to gamble on a single collectible? A lot of people do, Tang, because that's the thing about collectibles. So there's a lot of YouTubers out there that aren't in VV that talk about comic books and collectibles, and you can go on YouTube and find them. And there's a couple that they walk around and they talk, like there's one. So if you guys watch a channel called Swaggleverse, let me just show this to you right here. Okay. So let me just go to my YouTube channel right here. I just want to show you guys. Okay. So let me just go. Hey, look, we're live right there. That's fun. Okay. Let me go to my subscriptions right here. And I'll scroll down just a smidge. And here's a video that I would recommend you guys watch. And here's a channel I would recommend. Now, I don't know him at all. Okay, so here is Swaggle House Comics and Games. You guys see this guy here? Okay, so he's got like, 13, 14,000 subscribers. I know that Sleeping Comics did a video with him at one point a few months ago. So this is just a comic book guy, and I like to follow his channel for comic book news, okay? But look at this right here. Look at this video right here. What do comic book dealers think of the recession? So what he's doing is walking around talking to comic book dealers who actually are in the game and talking to you about like what's going on in the recession with their sales. And he did one a little while ago. And like I said, we don't know each other. I've never spoken to him. Seems like a cool guy though. Would be cool to talk to him at one point. But here's another one I did right here. That I watched right here. See this one? I don't know if you guys can see it. Down here, 17,000 views. Okay, so what are comic book collectors doing in a bear market? So that's another one. So there's two he's done in the last like 3 weeks. This was 3 weeks ago. I watched this one. This one was really cool because he was at like a comic book like convention and talking to sellers. And they're selling these big grails that we have in VV, right? They're selling the big comic grails. So it's just another example. Like, what are people doing in a recession or in a bear market? Like collectors, are they spending money or not? And I'll tell you, it's very positive because collectors always will put their money into things like collectibles as opposed to just like, liquidating everything, and good collectors, they won't put their life savings into it, like, and then have the rent money into it. Right. But anyway, you can check this out. And then he's got a recent one here. Has the bleeding stopped on the Silver Age? Because there's been Silver Age comics in the real world too. It's not just Vivi, everybody. There's stuff happening in the real world too. So you can check that out. Anyway, I just thought I'd put it up. Swaggle House. Go check him out if you want. It's just an extra stuff, right? Extra stuff. Farid, loving the stream. I'm stuck between purchasing Golden Moment R2 or 4 Boba Fett's. Oh, Farid, that's a tough choice. And I do not want to tell you what to do because I've actually had the same kind of notion. I mean, look at Vader. Look at Vader. Like a lot of people under 1,500. So, like I said, I think Boba Fett's going to be fine long term. And one of the reasons now that I'm even thinking of it is because of what's happening to Vader in the app. It has nothing to do with the actual character. So the Golden Moment R2, the only thing I would say about that, okay, Farid, is that if you don't have the set, to me, it's not as important. This is just my thought. If you're going to go for R2, I think it's really smart to get C-3PO as well and complete that little set. And the reason is for future utility things that I think could happen with those little original Golden Moments. And the fact that you have both side by side. R2 by himself is great. I love him for sure. But having the set, I think is really, so my thought would be, I'd be stuck between purchasing the Golden Moment R2 and C-3PO set or going after Boba Fett Ultra Rares. That would be my, that would be my decision. But you just do whatever you're going to do. I don't think you can go wrong. The only thing is that if you have 4 Boba Fett's, you have to ask yourself this question. And this is how I always look at when I buy stuff. Which one's going to double first? Will Boba Fett double in value before R2-D2 doubles in value, the ultra rare? So if you're doing it strictly just to get gains, Boba Fett will double in value, in my opinion, before R2 goes back and doubles. But you never know. It could happen either way. The thing is that Boba Fett's price is so low at the moment. And if we actually go and look at him, and here's the crazy part. This is something too, everybody. This is something too. Look at this. Look. So this is what's been going on in the web app for me. Look, there's Boba Fett. I want to look at him in the market in the web app. I can't get Boba Fett ultra rare up in the market on the web app. I don't know what's going on, but for like the last 2 days, I have to look at him on the phone. So I can't look at his price right here and show you guys how many are listed because this happens every time I click on the ultra rare Boba Fett in the web app. It's like they don't want me to buy one. I refresh. It doesn't matter where I go. Look, I go here. Doesn't matter where I go. Here's Boba Fett. Here's the ultra rare. Okay, watch. I'm going to click on him. Can't get him. I can't see him in the market. If I go to my collection, okay, there he is right there, right? I'm in my collection. Okay, so I'll click into my collection. There's all 4 of my beauties. Let's click on this guy here. I want to see him, right? Now I can get to this screen here because I own it. But I can't get to the market. I can't buy him in the web app. And I don't know if anybody else is having this problem, but I just can't do it. Anyway, he's 225. So will Boba Fett go to, 400 before R2? Let's go to R2 really quick, because this is what you're asking, right? Let's go to R2. Here's R2 right here in the market. Click on him here. Let's go. R2's at 833. Okay. And he's holding strong. He's doing well. Now, will R2 go to 1600 before Boba Fett goes to 200, goes to 400? That's what you have to ask yourself if you're thinking about literally trying to just make gains. And I really do believe at this moment, this particular moment in time, that Boba Fett would go to 400 before R2 would go to 1600, because it's the same amount of gems you're spending, right? So you want to double your gems? That's how I look at it. And I apply the same strategy to comic books, just so you know. So anyway, I hope that helps. Let us know what you decide to do. I honestly think you can't go wrong having either one. You never play the market. You got 3 ultra rare Bobas and will not sell because later these one-hand collectibles will be more expensive than a third or fourth hand Boba. Oh yeah, the ones that are like originally owned. I hear you. Not sure. Superman, Todd, Spidey, FA, Walt coming into range. I know, right? They're all coming into range for you. Not sure. So there you go. So Nick, there you go. You can't buy, and on the app, I don't want to until they sort this out. I hear you. So you can't buy from the store, Nick, because remember, this is Nick who was having problems KYCing, and he's in Spain. And like, we love you, Nick. We're on your side, buddy. We hope you get this thing figured out. So you're not able to buy on the drop because, yeah. So it's interesting things are going on. We're still in beta. G Metals, if it makes you feel better, I was the same way, but mine is now under 10K. Oh, you guys are talking about your vault value. Yeah, I hear you. In the long run, it'll pay dividends, though. Yeah, it's always, in retrospect, everybody in every investment that's ever made is always look back and gone, well, I wish I would have sold at this high level, because we know now, right? But it's hard to predict. So when things are super low like they are, that's the smartest time to buy, because then because then they're low. So they might go lower, right? But if you set yourself at a comfortable level, then you're all good, right? If it goes down another 30, 40, even 100 gems on an item, it doesn't bother me. So Spidey plays. Why do you think Vivi doesn't allow people to showcase comics on their profile? I think they just haven't put it in their technology yet. I think they're just working through those things. It's all in beta. Like, I can't even get, like, if I go onto the, if I go to my collection, and by the way, I've said this a few times about when I click on my collection in the web app, Vivi, can I please not have the showroom show up right here, the virtual? I'd like this put on another tab somewhere, because when I click on my collection, I want to see, this is what I want to see. I want to see this. I don't want to see this. Anyway, I can't even get into the showroom. If I click here, it doesn't go anywhere. So these are just features they're going to be adding as the time goes on. That's all. That's all, Spidey. We'll get there, I think, right? Check your Twitter inbox. I sent a video. Okay, for sure. I'll definitely check it out. First appearance Joker is versus Goofy Secret Rare. Thoughts on which one I should go for? Ooh, good one, Aiden. So the first appearance Joker is also, super awesome. But at the same time, it suffers from the selling fee, and Goofy Secret Rare doesn't. So I would pick the Goofy Secret Rare over that, just for that reason alone. But, the Joker FA, man, that should be worth thousands, you guys. Thousands. So I don't know. Maybe I'd do the Joker then. I'm not going to buy either of those right now. How about that? Wonder Man going for so cheap, and Darth Vader. Wonder Woman. Is that Wonder Woman? Yeah. And Darth Vader for sure. Not sure. Ikomi played for sure. Not good on all users with all they did and did not and not did. But it's not robbing. It's just a messy market. Yeah, it's just, we're the ones who decide the prices on all this stuff, right? It didn't work before today on the phone. It only started today as I tried to buy the Hulk book. Interesting, right? Interesting. Keep us posted, Bob Sales. It's really interesting. Kevin, what are the digital comics labs? So that's the Secret Rare. And then, of course, Comics and Crypto does it too. Just go to their Twitter page on both of them, and you'll find all about it. It's really cool. You just can, like, their little form you can do, and you can enter it, and he'll send you one. And you have a couple choices. It's pretty cool, right? Nick, I have to just try Buzz on the market, and it won't allow me. However, when I tried to purchase it from the store, it's allowing it. This is not good. They want to take my money, but not allow access. Oh, so okay. So there you go, everybody. It's looking like, and we might be breaking this live on stream, but people already might have known this, but I didn't know this. It looks like if you're not KYC'd, you can buy from the store on a drop, but you just can't sell in the market after, or buy in the market, of course. So that's interesting. They're still allowing people who aren't KYC to buy in the store. Now, I don't agree with that. I think they should lock that out. I don't know why that would be the case. And no offense to you, Nick. I'm glad that you now are still, it looks like you'll be able to go for Amazing Fantasy 15 if they keep this open. So at least that's good news for you while you're working your way through. And maybe that's what they're just doing, is they're just giving people a chance to work their way through their KYC process, because it's only August the 3rd. It's only been a few days, everybody. So, it hasn't been that long since they really put the lock in place, even though we've known for weeks, for weeks and weeks. But it looks like they're still allowing people that grace period. One day, probably they'll lock that out, though. But that's interesting, right? So there you go, everybody. There you go. It looks like you've got 2 people who say they can buy from the store, not being KYC'd. So that's interesting. Okay. There you go. Executive speak. LOL. Randy Chavez might be able to get his Vader after selling on the drop now. Yeah, maybe. He might be able to get back in. Bruin. I'm buying Ultra Rare Boba under 200 gems. Look at everything else. Darth Vader, Todd Walt dropping like crazy. Yeah, so this is like I said. It has nothing to do with Boba Fett, okay? So people can stop saying he's not popular. It has everything to do with everything else that's going on. And it's like that for any other character, Buzz Lightyear as well. If Buzz Lightyear dropped and we weren't having Amazing Fantasy come, he would do okay. He would sell out. He might go into retail on some of them because we know the flippers are going for the ultra rare, but he would do all right. I mean, I think we all know that. I mean, check him out. 120. What did he sell for? 60? So yeah, list price 60. He's double his list price. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's decent. But like he would sell out if we didn't have Amazing Fantasy 15 looming. We all know he would, and other stuff is. I mean, so it's not really, Aiden, buy the Joker over Goofy. Yeah, it's probably the better choice. I think you're right, Bruin. It's just that selling fee just kills it, right? Here's Conrad right here. Question: if transferring gems probably ain't coming back, do you think they will open direct sales, i.e., rather than list on the market, you can sell direct from one account to the other? Man, that would be so great, Conrad. And trades. I want trades on here. Let's do some trading. And I think the web app, you guys, is going to get more and more like advanced. I mean, the HRO system of their web app, where they have the leaderboards and the trading and the offerings and all that stuff. I think that's like what Vivi is probably moving towards. I mean, they'll tell us, I won't tell you, they'll tell you. But being able to sell directly to somebody, that would be cool. Where you can have a private sale, so you don't have to just throw it up in the market. I mean, that would be a really nice feature, because then, you can sell directly to people who you want to sell to for whatever you want to sell for, or maybe, and I think the trading thing is really huge. I think we should be able to trade stuff too. I mean, then you're going to see some funny stuff, like where like a cheap dollar comic is going to get traded for a Walt, it's going to be funny, because people will do transactions off app then, right? So they're going to have to work around. They'll add a selling fee, like a trading fee into trading. If they ever did it, they'd have to add the fee in. So people aren't just using their own ways of even though that would be really cool, but people would do that. They would I'll buy the Walt from you. I'll send you some crypto. And we'll just do a trade, right? So they'll obviously add a big fee in there for that. I mean, sounds like, but I think that would be great, Conrad. That's a good thing. And then another follow-up here. Do you think they will eventually bring in set sales where I can sell a full set? For example, if I had a full Ultraman set you listed on the market, that would be great, Conrad. Those are 2 awesome ideas. Thank you so much, man. Being able to sell your complete set, that would be so cool in the market. Have a tab that just says sets, and you can just go in and just you see the set, just boom, right? What would be really cool is that if it just took the floor price of everything and just gave it to you as whatever the floor is, and then just added it together. But I guess you'd have to set your own price, right? So those are really good ideas. Thanks, man. I appreciate those questions. I don't know if those things will happen, but I'd like to see those, right? I know, 5K on the partners. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me, as C-3PO would say. Look at this bad boy right here. 5195. Someone tell Mycollectables how cheap Wonder Woman is. Yeah, Wonder Woman's super cheap, man. I already know. that. What I don't understand why people sell Partner to get AM1 when it comes out. I understand it's a big comic, but isn't Disney Partner also? Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know what these people are doing. If any of you are selling your Walt right here, please just let us know. It's all good, and you don't have to. It's all good. You don't have to justify. Just do whatever you want to do. It's all good. But I just be generally curious. Like, why are you selling your Walt at this price? Like, what is it? Are you looking to cash out? Are you looking to buy other stuff? Do you have 3 of them? I mean, like, I don't know, right? Because he hasn't been this cheap. So I don't think any of these people here. I mean, there may be somebody here who got him on the drop at 333. I mean, right? I mean, maybe a couple. And so this is massive profits right there, big time. So that's fantastic. But and maybe somebody bought him at 2K or 3K on the way up, way back in November, and it's held him the whole time. So cool. I just like to know. It'd be really fun. If you want to share. If not, it's all good. Your privacy is your thing. Yes, I got the money in my bank, mate, and the gems back in my VV account, and that was about 2 weeks ago. Jamie, don't tell anybody. Goodness gracious me. Well, congrats to you, man. That's a glitch and a half. Oh, jeez. Grogu probably won't approve of you trading your Bulbas for a Walt. Grogu! Let me ask him. Let me ask Grogu. Thanks for bringing it up because he was over there. Let me ask Grogu what he thinks about the Partner statue. Grogu, come here. Let's check this out. Grogu. Okay. I know. You're not. I know. Okay, Grogu. Let's just talk about this for really quickly a second here. Grogu, what do you think about Walt at 5K? What do you think about that? I think you know what he's thinking. Yeah, okay. I know. I'll tell him. Don't worry. I'll tell him, Grogu. I'll tell him. Okay. He also wanted me to say that, he really hopes Mando comes to the app. He really hopes Mando comes. So sweet. Oh, Grogu. Jaco, how you doing? Good to see you. AF-15 better than the Partner statue? I don't know. Man, up to some people it probably is. But that Partners is crazy. It's crazy, right? It was about Buzz, the old Buzz we want because he holds more value. Yeah, I know it's about Buzz, right? They're both FA. Like, he's Buzz. It's just a different version of the character. So, but it is the same character, right? It's not. I believe so. It's. I mean, one's in the cartoon and one's in this new show, but it's the same character, is it not? I don't know. Is it the same character, Buzz, or is this a different version of Buzz? You know what I mean? Like a different, you know what I mean by that? Like a multiverse type thing? Or is it just early Buzz? And then that toy is Buzz, right? Like they're saying, I don't know. Yeah, but everybody, I think people want the likeness of the original Buzz, right? Yeah, I'd have to change my name from Mycollectables to Mycollectable. Just one collectible. Yes, Michael House is good. I like him too. I know. Yeah, see, I watch the channel. He's just branch outside of VV, everybody. Get into the collectible world. Go see what's going on. It helps you when you're making your choices because, some of those people are just slowly going to be coming to this app, and he's talked to Sleepin'. Like he's a real world comic collector hardcore and has a whole channel about it. And, him and Sleepin' were talking so he's aware of VV. I mean, most of these guys are, right? So, it's only a matter of time, Thanks, Steven. I appreciate that. Leave a like. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Jaco. I appreciate that. Oh, I need to go shopping fast, not VV food. Love your content, Mycollectables, like always. Maybe till later if I am fast. Yeah, I hear you. You just bought the Star Wars Secret Rare. Nicely done. I got my Secret Rare. It's locked away. I got it slabbed. The first Secret Rare in existence. Pure chaos. Some people just don't know how to sell. They would flood the market instead of listing one by one. The only thing you're doing is driving prices down. People think, yeah, it's true, pure chaos. It happens. But, this is the crypto space. You know it. You go on the OpenSea, same thing happens there. I mean, you know, like there's no subtlety in selling, right? And with certain people. So, you know, if I'm going to sell something, I'm going to like place it at a certain level, like boom. I'm not going to drop 10 or 20 and crank the floor down because you know what's going to happen? People are just going to undercut me and I'm not going to be able to sell. So I just throw one in every now and again if I want to sell one here and there. And they always sell in a few minutes. If I price it proper, it's all good. Specifically the stuff that I've purchased, right? So I agree, you know, selling is an art and buying is also an art. And a lot of people are still learning. It's all good. We take advantage though, right? Henry just completed my matching mint Boba Fett yesterday to add to my second matching mint sets of Vaders. I love these prices. Nice, Henry. You got two Vader sets. That's crazy. I got to go back to Vaders here, man. To Darth Vader here, man. I got to go back to this. What's the uncommon doing? 103. Okay, so the uncommon's getting close. So, you know, that's the one that I need is that uncommon right there to complete my little set. Yeah, 1470. So nobody thinks Vader isn't a grill, but like people are selling them. So it really doesn't have anything to do with the character at this point, does it? It's whatever people can get their gems for whatever reason. Can't look at Boba Fett 2 on the web app. I have this when the market's off, but on Boba Fett Ultra Rare, I was like, yeah, I can't buy him from the web app. Maybe that's why he's low. Bob Sales, I can buy from the store. Check the video I sent on Twitter. Also made a YouTube video earlier. Okay, guys, check out Bob Stuff's Twitter feed that he sent. I'll check out that video. Check out his channel and watch the vid. Thanks, man. It's crazy, right? So, and we had a double confirmation now. So it looks like they still have a grace period. What golden moments are you stacking? Mickey, I'm actually not stacking golden moments. I have my R2 and my C3PO, and that's the only golden moments I have. But I will be going and getting Elsa back again. And I really do want to get, for some reason, I want to get the Simpsons one, the set. I just really like that set. I just really want to get it, you know, and I want to get the Elsa and the hat and Mickey's hat. I want to get that little set too. So I'll go for those eventually. Elsa's actually really close to my range. If I look at Elsa, let's just see where she's at right now, because I really want to get Elsa very quickly here. She's 154 listed, 374. So how much do I have in my profile right now? How many gems do I have at this second? Come on now. I'm going to share this screen here so you can see. Okay. 372 is what I have in my gems right now in my balance. Okay. At this moment, 372. And Elsa is 374. Ooh. Yeah, I want to snag one of those. I'll be grabbing Elsa back, you know, for sure. Smarty pants. I think the low floors on everything could and will get bought up by whales only when they feel confident that people won't list more and the lowest prices seeing their stuff getting bought up. Yeah, so Smarty pants, like everybody knows this, right? Everybody knows this. Let me show you something here. Okay, so let me show you something. This is classic. I like this example because this happened a little while ago. This is so fun, right? So, you know, you see this comic book right here, right? You see this comic book right here. This is the Nick Fury first appearance. So remember what happened to this like a little while ago, how it completely got swept up to 500? Do you remember this? Do you remember seeing this? You know, it was around this level here and it got swept all the way up to like about 500. So all of these were gone. And then immediately after, so it went down to 50. Well, how many go down to? It went down to 13 listings in the market that day. This is a couple weeks ago. And so all of a sudden, everybody caught wind of it and started to like throw all the people who are flipping and trying to make money. They don't care about it at all. They just threw it in there and it ballooned up to 37 listings within like an hour. Because everyone's like trying to get in on the sweep, right? They're like, I can sell it now. It's worth a lot. So they all tried to get in, but it was already done. One person or a couple people went in and wiped it out and you're too late to sell. Like you're done. So, you know, what you want to do is if you think this is going to happen again and you want to sell, like say this comic, you place it somewhere here. You place it somewhere in the middle here. Okay. Not right on the floor because, you know, that'll be the cheapest, you know, unless you want to. If you have a bit of patience, you know, you put it somewhere in the middle and then just sit back and wait. And the next time it gets swept, hopefully yours will be one of the ones that gets swept. Now, This is a little strategy that I was talking about yesterday, about the Amazing Fantasy 15. Okay, so what happens? So Amazing Fantasy 15, so let's say it's all announced and it's coming out like tomorrow, all right? Well, like the day after tomorrow or 3 days later, people are going to go buy up stuff they sold, right? Because it'll all be done. So after it's announced, you could put one of your items somewhere in the middle of a popular thing you think is going to get swept after the Amazing Fantasy 15 hysteria is done, and it will probably get swept up by some whale. I mean, this is just what I'm thinking, right? So let me know what you think about that. But it happened right here. And if you list after, you're too late. And then they just drove the price right back down in a matter of a couple of hours. Everybody undercutted each other after that phenomenon happened. So this is kind of stuff that happens. And guess what? The people who are buying, they are fully aware of this and waiting for you to do it. They're waiting for you to lower it all the way back down again. And then they just sweep it all back up and you're done. And then the people miss out, right? So it's a cycle that just continues to happen. And it happens everywhere, not just in VV. It happens everywhere, right? First appearance, Professor Hulk is only 2 gems. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it just doesn't stand a chance right now in this world, I mean, it just doesn't stand a chance. But like, these $1 comics are going to have more value in the future for sure, right? Rezo Guy, it's to not let out people who can't verify yet. Yeah, the buying thing. Yeah, for sure. Where people can still buy. So I think it's just a bridge, just a little window for you, right? And as of today, as I tried the Hulk drop, I'm not KYC, but I also don't agree with that. Yeah, I think over time they'll start locking that out. So it's probably just to help people like yourself who haven't been able to KYC it for technical glitches and reasons to still buy. And I don't think you guys, I don't think it's like VV being scummy. I think it's just they're just allowing you to still participate because they're aware that there's issues with KYC right now for certain people. They're not just trying to take your money or something. They're trying to still give you a chance to go for stuff. It'd be worse if you were completely locked. Then you would just delete the app, right? Or whatever. So I think they're actually trying to help here. Like that's how I see it. But, I can understand if people are upset, but I could see that, right? You're selling your Gym 85 to get 4 Bobas. Rezo, you do you, man. You do you. Is that your secret rare or is that which one? That's something, man. Like it's the thing. Will it double? When will it double? If you're looking just for straight gems, right? Bruin, I almost bought the ultra rare Boba Fett at 219 gems, but I was too slow. But looking at the market now, I really feel it dropping just because of all the collectibles here. I love Boba Fett. Yeah, man, that'd be cool. I want to trade too. Yeah, if he drops under 100, I'm going to grab another one. Under 200, I'll grab another one. No problem. Thanos' first appearance is 165. Exactly. I own that comic. I own 50 of the commons, all right? 50. So I'm not messing around with Thanos. Thanos... that comic is worth a lot, all right, in the real world. So, Jaco, I got a few Wonder Woman this week. DC Cover Girl. Yeah, 20 gems. It's crazy, right? It's awesome. Clint, what up, MC? My lunch is just short. I just want to drop by and say hi and drop a like. Please hit like and sub. Thanks, Clint. I appreciate you. Have a great lunch. That's awesome to see you here. Lilypad Gaming, talking of low prices for things, there's a few comics in the market right now that you can buy the whole set for less than 100. Great value for upcoming MCP. I know if they ever do leaderboards and stuff, which is kind of like what people are talking about with MCP. Yeah, all that stuff, man, is going to become very important for certain people, right? So we'll see how it goes. By the way, man, MC, you were up late last night, but I appreciate the time you have been putting in lately during all the updates. Keep everything up and the content, sir. Yeah, thanks, Clint. I appreciate you guys too. We're having so much fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Like every situation is really interesting, right? The way the market is right now. I'm still having a lot of fun with this app. It's really fun for me to see stuff cheap, because I'm not a seller, right? So I'm okay. Like if you're desperately trying to sell right now, it can be stressful and suck. But if you're like looking at it, if you're buying right now, it's great. Now, what's stressful was when Todd was going up to 11,000 and I didn't own one. That was stressful. All right. That was scary. That was like, oh, I missed my chance. I'm done. I didn't get in when I should have. That's the scary part. Not right now. Right now is the best part. Like this is the best times because people are going to look back on this time and other times as well. And they'll be like, oh man, remember when it was this? People always talk about the OG stuff like that. The Marvel Comics ones and the Tods and all that. Oh, remember when you could get them in the store for $3 and blah, blah, blah. They always talk with such nostalgia about that time, the OGs, you know. And this is your OG time for a lot of this stuff, people. If you weren't here then, I mean, I've been making videos about it for 2 months talking about this is like your time. This is your time to actually get stuff like if you want. So I'm not in a panic about it. I'm totally being patient, but you know, I'm going to look back on this time, hopefully, and I'm going to be like, oh, I'm really happy that I got 4 Boba Fett Ultra Rares and I got a Darth Vader and I got this and I got that. I got this comic book. I mean, at this price, I'm going to be like, I can't believe it was that price because, you know, but if you're a non-believer in VV and you think this app's going down, well, you know, then you and I are going to disagree, but that's okay. Let me just scroll down a little bit because I got to end the stream here soon, everybody. You know, He-Man is in the house right here. I think selling is just capitulation on the market. Once it's run its course, the people silently stacking will be ready for the rebound. Big time. Big time, you know? There's a lot of silent people in the background right now doing some great stuff, making money today for the future, right? I feel another gold moment drop before Christmas. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be one more gold moment drop, hopefully. That's what I've heard. Just one more. And I don't know when that'll be, but I've heard that. I've actually heard that, not from BV or anything, but you know, Howard, the year is 2026. We're discussing the market back in 2022. What are we saying? Oh, the good old days when everything was cheap. You know, on some items, right? For sure, right? Yeah, you sold some of them. Yeah, great comic. Yeah, which one? I'm not sure, right? Verena, Elsa at 370. It's at 370 right now. Oh, because this is one that I want to get. This is one that I want to get back. 374. Remember, I'm at 372. 370. There's one. No, that edition number is too high. I got to get one low. I can be patient on that one. I'll wait till it drops to, maybe it'll drop more. She's not on my imminent target list at this exact moment, but I definitely need to get Elsa. That's tempting though. Thanks, Verena. Should I buy a second Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare for $6.99 or a third Superman for $7.40? I don't know, Smarty Pants. I mean, you probably want the second Steamboat Willie so you have a chance to sell one, and then you still have 2 Supermans, so you can sell one of those too and keep one. So you have 2 of each, right? That's probably, you know, if you're thinking about it just in that regard, right? If you're thinking about which one's going to be worth more in the future, I mean, that's a tough call. That's a very tough call. Let me scroll down a little bit here just before I go. Vault Vision. We need Master Collector program like yesterday. People who have actually been collecting haven't been getting rewarded. Basically, Gambler's app until we get updated to showrooms and MCP. Yeah, that's true, Vault Vision. So it's going to be really interesting when that happens because all of this preloaded, you know, points that we are accumulating right now by buying and selling, because you're getting like, you know, you're getting retroactive points apparently, I think. So, you know, every now and again, I have to go back and read that Master Collector article from like a while back, but like they're working on it right now for sure. And this is going to be a really interesting time when that happens for sure. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end it there. I just want to say, as I always say, thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate you guys on the live stream today. Congrats to Dino for getting his partner. You know, stick with it if you haven't KYC'd and you're having trouble. Keep contacting them. Hopefully you'll get a chance to, you know, get that all sorted out. But like I said, you know, you can watch my last video about what I'm doing right now in the app. I mean, this is such a great time. I'm being patient and selective. You know, and like I said, I wanted to start off. Are we still waiting for AF-15 all the way to September? Because it could come on that September 9th or 10th, that, you know, D23. If they're celebrating the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man on that weekend, until we actually find out from VV, I mean, it could happen that weekend. That's like a month away. So how much further are you going to go? And how much longer are you going to wait? And how many more gems are you going to stack? Like, it's these deals, they're not going to last forever. And we might get better deals, but you know, it's like I said, you know, a couple videos ago, this is like a different world now, and I'm still learning about it. So thanks for coming in, and you know, helping me learn a bit more as we go forward. We're all figuring this out together. And I'll see you in the next live stream. Oh, I can't end the live stream yet. I have to do my rewards. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot my rewards program. Jeez, you guys got me talking about all sorts of stuff. Okay. I got to do the rewards. Let's do this right here. And then you're going to post something in the market and I will buy, right? So, okay, here we go right here. Pending gems rewards. We have 255 entries as of today. Okay, so I have to get to a random number generator, and I'll show that in a second. This is going to be happening every Wednesday, everybody. Every Wednesday, random number generator. So how many do I got right here? 255. Okay, cool. So hold on one sec. I do it live. That way everybody can see. Everybody can see what's going on. So they know it's legit because, you know, these are real draws. Okay. So 255. So we're going to do 3 of these and I'm going to buy something off these people in the market for like 10 to 12 gems, I think about 12, because I want them to get 10 gems. So we'll see what they post, but that's the limit. But I think about 12 gems is what I'll buy them from at this moment. So let's stop that right there. Let's go to the random number generator. This is how all my rewards programs work. Okay. If you own a drop head that has a certain logo, you know, and you can go to my Twitter feed. Okay. So if you look at my Twitter right here, actually, I'll just go right here to this. Okay. So these are the programs. I tweeted it. These logos all give you some utility and rewards. Right now we're doing these 2 down here. If you can see them, the VV Gems rewards. This is the first time we're ever doing it. So this is what's going on right now. So those are the logos you need to own to get in on this one. It's all on my Discord. So if you become a channel member, you get a free one. And then I just get you into the Discord. So here's the generator right here. Let's go. We got 3 rewards. So this is number 203. And I'll just tell everybody who that's going to be. And this guy, Poppy's got a lot in this one, you guys. So, you know, he's going to be winning a lot right now. So Poppy just won. Okay, let's generate it again. 133. Okay, 133. That's Bones. Poppy and Bones, you both have won so far. And I'll connect with you on Discord. Okay, and one more. Number 27. Okay, and that is Slider. And that's a random one right in the middle there. Okay, so I'll bring this up in just a second right here. So winner 1 is Poppy. So thanks everybody for supporting the drop heads and being a part of the rewards. And by the way, we'll be doing rewards throughout the week too, like this as well. It's not just on the live streams. And then we got Bones. So three of my big dudes, you know, and I love everybody who's a part of the program, but these guys have been really dedicated. So thank you so much. You guys deserve it. And then Slider, you've always been so great on the channel. But this is just the first one. And we're going to be doing this all the time. So Slider 233. Hold on a second here. Okay, so right here, let me just show. I don't know if anybody's here in the chat who won, but check it out. Here are my 3 winners for this week. All right, this is the first one ever. You can see the rewards sent are 0 gems at the moment. So all we're going to do is these guys, like I said on my Discord, this is how the program works. You own a logo, a drop head with a logo like that's the order pending or the reserving logo. There's 2 versions that get you into this. And then, of course, there's a couple drop heads that get you into all the programs. They're the rare ones, right? And so what they're going to do is they're going to post something for sale in the market, and then I'm just going to buy it from them. And then there you go. I get their NFT. They'll get their thing. And then what I'm going to do with those NFTs is I'm going to hold on to those, and then I'm going to send them out as giveaways later, like the transfers when the transfers come back. So I'll have a nice little like collection, and it's kind of fun. It's like a cycle, and I'm giving them back. So Poppy might get back the NFT I buy from him. Isn't that funny? Okay, anyway, so this is cool. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to send this out to my Discord server right now and let these people know that they won. And so this is happening every Wednesday. And so on Saturdays, I do the OMI token rewards and also the in real life comic book rewards. And just so you know, my drop heads, there's a second collection, a very limited one coming in October. And if you own a member logo, which are running out, they're very scarce. But if you own this version right here, I'll just show you. you get an airdrop of the second collection. See this little logo right here, the member logo? You get an airdrop for collection 2 in October, and I will be announcing that in a little bit. And you also get entered into all the weekly rewards. So these little member logos and the crown gets you into all the rewards as well. But the member logo is the one that gets you the airdrop. And there will be some more that you can just buy off of OpenSea if you want. But there's only 194 of those logos, right? So they're pretty scarce. So anyway, that's that, everybody. I almost forgot. I can't believe that. Anyway, thanks so much, everyone. I will see you in the next video. I will see you in the next live stream. Have a great Wednesday. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate all of you for sure. And we'll talk again soon, and happy collecting.